House of the Dragon, Episode 8, the live recap with yours truly, Sir Mo.J. Tonight's events take 6 years after Episode 8. In a far, far land called King's Landing, Dragonstone, driftmark, there was a man who lost his eye. A fearless king he was. Violent? No, sir, he was not one of those. But he was a man of honor, a man of legacy, integrity. King Viserys. Another amazing episode from HBO. Fire will rain from here to the Red Sea. From sea to shining sea is what I once heard. HBO, you have not let me down 1 week when it comes to this show. I have to pay close attention to this show because each week we get 8 to 10 to 15 to 30 different names. So I got to go and Google all these names so I can remember who is who. And I tell y'all, we're going to have all the nicknames. You got Princess's Son 1 and 2, Jace Luke. Then you got Joffrey. Then you got Aegon and Viserys. Then we got Aemon. And then we got Aegon and Aemon and all these other names. I'm like, who the hell? Daemon and pulled back up. He want the rightful heir to driftmark. I'm like, God damn. All of these names. I gotta watch the show with captions on. I need to know what they're saying. Then we got Sir Ari Array. Then we got Deanna. I'm like, damn, every week we getting 10 to 15 new characters. Well, I mean, the other characters are in there, but they didn't really talk too much about the kid. Now I got to remember all the kids' names because the kids about to be marrying the other kids, and the other kids about to be fighting with the kids when they all around the same age. But this is her uncle, this is his uncle, but this is really his brother, but this is his nephew. I'm like, God damn, it's a lot going on right now. It's a lot going on. Everybody got the same name. My cousin might be my uncle, but at the same time, it could be my kid. Like, what? What kind of shit did this make? It's a lot going on here. But they did not let us down with the action. And Day Day is the true MVP of this episode here. So we're going to jump into the live recap. I'm Mode IJ. This is House of the Dragon, episode 8. I love doing this live with y'all. We're going to jump right into it. Y'all see what the king looked like. Horrible. Now, this takes place 6 years after the last episode. They've been gone for 6 years. Last time they seen the king. Last time they seen him, he wasn't down and bad like this. Look at the king, man. They should have saved this episode for Halloween. Now we looking at it. Okay, you remember when we were talking about how, what is it, Aemon that lost his eye? We were thinking, was losing an eye worth the dragon? Because his eye patch is straight. I ain't gonna lie, the king's eye patch, that's tight too. But I'd rather be looking like the boy than the king with one eye. I'd rather look like the boy than the king with one eye. Y'all go ahead and decide real quick before we jump into this, because y'all were making fun of me last week when I was telling you, hey, that eye may have been worth it for a dragon. It's either you get your eye like that for the dragon or you get your eye like this for the dragon. Which one you decide, people. So when we first started off, we got to go over the driftmark because there's a war that's been going on. I don't know if y'all heard or not, but there's a war that's been going on for years. We haven't been winning. We haven't been doing anything. And you would think with all this tough talk that we've been hearing from this bloodline over here. I don't know if y'all remember this bloodline over here. This the Velaryons, you know what I'm saying? They live off in Driftmark. They supposed to be the sea snake. Well, ever since we seen this sea snake, the richest people in the land, Corlys, Velaryon, his brother Vaemon, the queen that never was, since we seen them, they haven't won anything. They went to war the first time with the crab feeder. They won because of the dragons, not because of the sea. They won because of a Targaryen. Now, these people been going to war for so long, we ain't even seen the sea snake. They talking about the waters is too tough out there. The daughter, like, I don't even remember the daughter, Baelon and I forgot the other daughter's name. But Baelon and sister, they talk about mom. Nothing's impossible for the sea snake. Yeah, this war is impossible for the sea snake. It's been 6 years. He's been getting his ass whooped out here. But Vaemon, he's thinking, all right, look, my brother's still alive because you don't ever want to wish anything like that on your brother. Now she's thinking about how are we going to run this once he's gone, if he's gone, because right now she's not in charge of it. She's just sitting there. But if it finds out that Corlys died out there, then whoever's next in line. Now she's trying to say, since it was supposed to go through Lenore, he gone, he did, allegedly. We seen him run away, but she's saying this is what we need to do. We need to go talk to Viserys and figure out how that's going to work out. Now, Vaemon, you got to understand, he's the second son. He's supposed to be the next in line, but Corlys had a son. So that means it wouldn't go to him. Same thing that was going on with Day Day. That's why Day Day was mad. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. Daemon couldn't get any kind of power because Corlys, it went to Corlys' son. Corlys' son, Lenore, he didn't have kids with her, but they're saying Jace and Luke are his kids. So technically, driftmark would go to the first son, Jace. And he's like, the hell with that. I'm going to take over if my brother is gone. If my brother's dead, I'm taking over. That's what I'm doing. I'm taking over. If I leave right now, everything I got, my brother take over. Don't nobody else take over. My brother take over. So that's what he's thinking. He's like, man, the hell with that. Do you want to give it to a child? Because these kids is young, man. What, 10, 12? Probably like 14 now. They're young. And he knows, just like everyone else knows, that Jace and Luke are strong. They not Targaryen. Unless they hit the throne. Once they get on the Iron Throne, then they'll be Targaryen. But until then, they're Velaryon. So basically, he's mad at her. And hey, man, she's doing it the right way. Now, Day Day, on the other hand, hey, the milk of the poppy, listen, don't drink the milk of the poppy. Yeah, it numbs the pain, but you ain't going to be able to function. You ain't, it's basically Day Day's out here. His dragon it had three of them. Got to put those in the chambers. We got a newborn on the way. So that's about to be. They got 2 sons. So it's Luke and Jace by the strong, Harwin strong. Then you got then you got Joffrey. Oh yeah, that's Joffrey was the third one. Then you got the next group of kids, which is Joffrey's with the first one. It says Aegon and Viserys are the next kids, and then the baby in her stomach. And then you got Day Day's kids. Day Day got 2 girls. Mind you, one of them doesn't have a dragon because Aemon took it when he lost his eye. So they got these 3 because they're probably gonna give. Well, nah, those 2. Well, if she had 3, the 2 kids got 1, and then the girl get 1. Yeah, that's the 3. Unless that third one's for the new baby. So the girl still ain't got no dragon. I'm trying to put it together for y'all, but so everybody got dragons except for the girl still. So he in here, but then he gets this little scroll. I think Corlys is alive. Sorry for neglecting the chat, man. You know, I'm just when I get to going, it is hard to stop. So he gets a scroll, and I'm gonna try to read this to y'all. But you had to have some good handwriting. You couldn't mess up. No spell check. So I had to have somebody sitting right next to me spelling it while I'm writing it because I'm not sending no message to the prince that is misspelled. And you got to have nice handwriting too. Oh, let me see. Oh, shit. Of Uncle. Nah, I can't read this. All I know is it says, who this moment sails for King's Landing. He pleads approach. I don't know. For matters of succession. Oh, okay. King, yeah, okay. So this is basically just saying I was trying to read it because I was listening to them talk about I knew what it said, but I wanted to see if it actually read like that. Matters of succession rights to the sanction of blood. He wishes for a driftmark. Something that is by rights, and that he is the only unattained choice. Bella. Oh, this is from his daughter. I just thought it was somebody. I just thought it was somebody talking, hey man, send a kite out there to Day Day. But we're watching her kids. They're in here, they're getting prepared. He's over here, he's trying to understand the native tongue, man. You gotta understand when mom and pops is in there talking. Well, mom and uncle, Mom and uncle stepfather. When they talking in the old tongue, I can kind of understand what's going on. She said, "Man, look, you're not about to be king yet. Don't worry about it. Take your time, unless you're gonna dethrone me." The day they come in there with that letter, and he talking about, look, man, they saying we might need to have to go back. I know it been about 6 years. I ain't really trying to. Oh my god! And we got to take the boat because the kids can't really fight the dragons yet. Oh, I really just want to stay here. So now they're thinking about it, and she knows she needs to go back and see her father. You see, she has the red on, the Targaryen colors, the Black Queen. They could have called her the Red Queen, but they said the Black Queen. So they got to get ready to pack the kids up to go over there because these children here, they're supposed to be Velaryons. So driftmark is supposed to go to them. Of course, everyone is covering up that these children are bastards. Sir Strong is gone. Day Day really doesn't care. If you watch Day Day, he really doesn't care about none of this because at this point, Day Day will never ever be king. It's just too many kids born now. Day Day will never be king. He doesn't have any route that he could take to become the king. So he's really on some. I guess I go back and see my brother. But you know when you've been away from your family for a while and you calling me like something ain't right, man. Who you been around? Yeah, that's how she's feeling about her dad, and he's feeling about his brother. Now they got to pull all of you. They go all the way over. We got to leave where we at. We big kicking it. And we got to show up to King's Landing. Now, when you see they got the seven stars in there, that's what the Hightowers. That's what they go with. You even see it right here on their chest. Now they're in here. They're just talking about everything that's been going on. This war on the water that we've been losing. We really don't stand a chance. And they're saying the same thing that they were talking about earlier. What if Corlys is gone? What are we gonna do about it? Who's next in line for that? Now, the queen is standing in for King Viserys. And with the best interest of the kingdom, Otto was supposed to be helping out on this. But you know, Otto already has his own agenda. He got his daughter in there, so he got that taken care of. And right now, this is the best thing going for Otto. Being next to the queen, knowing the king is incapable of doing things, and coming out and telling her stuff. Now, can he bend what the king is saying a little bit and tell his daughter that? Yeah, because she's going to listen to him. He's already been in her head telling her what she needed to do. Remember, he said, go in there, apologize to the king, just play your role, because soon enough, me and you going to be in a good position to move forward and make things shake in here. So he's been planning this out. The only thing is, when you got a man like Day Day on the show, you're not going to get away with it that easily. So when they pull up, they're looking at it. They're like, man, this look different. I know my brother wasn't putting on. Hey, Viserys, V, what you doing in here, man? What you doing in here? When you start putting these stars up in here? 7 stars, man, that ain't even our stuff. We the dragons. What are all these stars doing in here? They go in there. King, it's been 6 years since they seen him. We don't know how long he's been bedridden. But we know it's been long enough that there's cobwebs all over this. You remember he used to keep this up. Hey, this was one of the cleanest spots. It didn't matter what time of the day it was, you could catch King in here. They say if you walk by, you can still see the King's ghost in there, putting the city together. He's over here opening up parks for kids to play in. He's getting zoning right. So now you can sell your apples and stuff a little bit further down the road because the king built up the infrastructure in here. But not anymore. This place is ran down. It's so bad the sun barely shines through this window anymore. It used to be bright as hell in this room. This is early morning. This is sun coming straight in, and it's still kind of gloomy in here. That's because when they first show us the king, we looking at him like, ugh, give it up, king. Let go. It's over. You shouldn't want to suffer. You're done, bro. Yo, I can see your brain. I'm like, what? I know I'm looking at my brother like, damn, they got you in here bad. They could do way better work than him. Like, they better do like George Washington and get rid of them rotten teeth and put some wooden ones in there or something. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of those teeth, those wooden, put the wooden ones. Wasn't it George Washington? George Washington had the whole grill bling blang wooded up. Couldn't talk too much because he'd get a splinter in the gum. They got King in here bad. King might as well be one of the royal subjects outside the gates. Horrible. He talking about, hey, you keep talking like that, I might have to put some hands on you, man. I thought you was a zombie. He said, who goes there? Like he's outside doing guard duty. You know, when they let down the drawbridge. Like, halt, who goes there? King, man. Open your eyes, man. Well, open your eye. King, who goes there? Hey, let me tell you something. Hey, bro, man, I love you, man. I always been real with you, man. This shit ain't looking good, bro. Like, dog, how you hanging on right now? Shit, man, you tougher than me, dog. Like, I've been down and out, but damn, you ain't even down. You just out right now. I didn't even know you lost the eye. Ain't no one write me and tell you lost the eye, dog. You don't keep that away from a man, dog. Hey, you don't. 6 years, man. You got to send a letter and tell me my brother lost his eye. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let me know that my brother lost his eye. Yeah, I understand he getting old. Like, you look at the difference between him and Day Day. They only a couple years older than each other. I forgot what it was. I think like 6, 7. No, it ain't even that much. Because when Day Day was young, he stood up for his brother when they were he was behind putting him as king. So I think they may be like 4 or 5 years apart at the most. I think. Because he was a huge advocate for his brother becoming king when Grandpa Jaehaerys was doing the little thing. But yeah. Damn, bro. Damn, King. But the king is in the bed. He's like, oh. Now he's good. See, at first I was most of the time when you have expectations of something, you either think it's the worst or it's the best, but in reality, it's just in the middle. See, I was thinking the king was just out of it. He talking about help me up. I'm like, oh, you were just waking up. You ain't got your morning stretch in. You were still just laying there. Like, okay, man, you good? What's up, bro? Now we in here talking. And they like, look, they putting in petitions for who gonna get driftmark. And you know that she got 2 boys, Jason and Luke. They supposed to get driftmark. King set up and said, what? Who doing what? They're like, yeah, man, this Otto and his daughter, Allison, your wife. They said, oh man, they can't do that. We already know what it is. Because he's still oblivious to the kids not really being Velaryon, but he don't give a damn because he has hand strong hand. He asked him, did anybody care? They like, nah, he's just gonna remember your name. So he's like, all right, cool. But you heard Day was like, man, what's the kid's name? Lucerci? It's gotta go to Lucerci. They trying to make sure it's like, hey, that's coming through us, man. They can't do that. Because they know what the Hightower is doing. Now, Day always do this because you remember they exiled Day away from King's Landing, but the whole time he was beefing with the people who were in control right now. Day was ahead of his time. He knew that them Hightowers wasn't right, and that's why he ain't like Otto. And Otto did his best to get rid of him because Otto knew that he would be a problem, and now that problem is rearing its ugly head. Man, oh man, I love the character that Day is. And no matter how hard he feels against his brother, What we seen in this episode shows you how much he loves his brother. He was just that little spoiled kid. That's all Day was. But he loved his older brother. He gonna do whatever he can. So right now they're introducing Viserys and Aegon. And if you didn't know, Viserys is a good name. He's built for a king. So now we got little Aegon, and then we got teenage Aegon, and then you got Aegon. Everybody is named Aegon. Everybody in the Targaryen bloodline could be named Aegon if they really wanted to. But yeah, they did a hell of a job on that makeup for the king. That dude looks terrible. Now, if you remember, Aemon was wilding out. He was wilding out last time we seen him when they were younger. He was up in the window acting a fool. Now, Aegon, he's in here messing with the servant. Now, anytime they offer you this tea, what have we learned? Whenever they offer you this tea, what is this tea to do, y'all? What is this tea here to do, y'all? It's to get away and get rid of any of those stomach pains. And she got paid. But Aegon wilding out, man. Disgracing the Targaryen name. Disgracing Alicent. Disgracing her father. Even Viserys is getting a little bit piece of that. Man, this dude out here talking about it was just a little bit of fun. In here pale as hell. They just showed his ass. I said, man, can you get your ass outside up under that tree and get you some sun? Come in here skin the same color as the sheets. Boy, what the hell you been doing? Get your ass outside. She done found out that her son was in here wilding the hell out. Now you gotta wake him up, talk to him. He talking about it's just some harmless fun. Well, now the queen had found out that her son is out of damn control. You had to make this little girl drink some tea to get rid of everything. And she was so damn scared. She said, I promise I'm not gonna tell the show. With my last breath, I promise I ain't gonna tell nobody. She said, oh, I know you're not gonna tell nobody because there ain't gonna be no proof. What we're gonna do is give you this hush money and you're gonna drink this tea. Nah, I ain't wilding. I'm chilling. I'm just saying. Today, it was a wonderful day. But Aegon's in here wilding out. Aemon look just like Day, don't he? That boy done grew up so quick. Now we got to get to the we'll get there. We'll get there. Now we at the part where the people you don't really mess with, they gotta fake, you know what I'm saying, pretend, act like they care, smile in your face. But remember, a smile's just a frown turned upside down. Smiling faces tell lies. They don't tell the truth. Beware of a handshake. Yeah. So you hear Princess Rhaenyra saying, hey, man, we got to get my dad out of here. We need to bring some of our maestros out here and look at him. Because if they just keep giving him the milk of the poppy, they ain't really doing nothing, man. They just letting him suffer, really. It ain't no telling how long he looked like that. Man, it had to at least be, let's be real. For him to be that bad and deteriorated, it's got to be at least 6 months that he's been just minimum of at least 6 months for him to be in here like this. Otto said, "Can you dig it? Can you dig it?" That's why I'm mowing y'all to mow west, man. We need to start a group, man. I do need some background singers. You know what I'm saying? I'm Bobby Brown, and y'all can be the steppers. So they talking about doing something to, saying, get his brother out of this situation, get her dad out of this, or at least bring in some people that they can trust that are going to have better interest or more interest into King Viserys. Yeah, they working, but they working for her because they know that he's down and out. Now, on the other hand, Allison comes in, it's like, oh, there you guys are, I'm glad you guys are here. Are you feeling comfortable? They say, man, what's up with all these stars? What are these 7 stars? We don't do that around here. That ain't what we dragons. You married into the dragon shit. That star stuff is gone. What is it, 7-point star? No, y'all that we don't do that stuff in here. It's dragon here. What are you doing? Oh, well, we just decorate a little bit of stuff. King been in and out of its last 6 years, little stuff. But what we're looking forward, because all this star is just leading us in guidance so we can look for a better future. And Day, he's sitting there telling me, I'm not trying to hear this shit. Because Day already knows what the Hightowers are up to. Day been dealing with this since way back when. Yeah. Now you talk about, oh, we're welcoming you in. I hope everything is good. How are the quarters? Your dad, he's good. What? You can't be repping the other side up in the dragon area. You know what I'm saying? We dragons. Then we got the strong boys outside. What I tell y'all about that hair? That hair that goes across where they can put their hands through like this. That's the type of hair when you go to the barber shop, they don't really put the clippers on. They get the scissors and they use the fingers to say this they hair. They use the fingers and they cut their stuff like that. Like, okay, here we go. Cause you don't want too much off the top, I guess. So it can still swoop over the front. You know what I'm saying? So they can get their hair up out their face when they about to duel. Now Luke is like, man, why is everybody looking at us like this? Jay said, man, who gives a damn? He was like, man, maybe if I looked more like, saying the Velaryon guy, the black guy that they said was our dad, and less like that strong guy, Herwin Strong. He's like, oh man, who gives a damn, man? At the end of the day, your mama's still the princess, so you still good. It ain't no fault that your mom. Let me not say it because when Daemon said that she was a whore, he got to. We gonna get to that, so I ain't gonna say that because I know what's gonna happen. Me and Day, we on good terms. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I never do is disrespect his, you know what I'm saying, anything related to my dog Day. That's just how you roll, man. You fuck with somebody, respect what they got. Luke is like, man, I don't know about this. Jace, he's at the point he don't even care, man. He know what it is. At the end of the day, you got the cool ass Uncle Day / stepfather. You know what I'm saying? Day cool as hell. Day don't really matter. He don't care what you do. You got you a dragon. Hell, everybody gonna look. My granddad is still the king regardless. They get up. He talking about on guard. Now we look over. Aemon looked just like Day. At first, I was like, Day out here fighting Sir Christian again, getting that payback because that wasn't a fair fight when Sir Christian and Day went at it at that first games and the you know what I'm saying way back when. Yeah, that wasn't no fair fight. No, not at all. Day had already been fighting like 5 or 6 people, and then they want him to fight Sir Christian. Let him go head to head with him. I think Day would get him. But it's neither here or there. This young gentleman right here looks just like Day. This is what Targaryen blood looks like, people. This is Targaryen blood. You see how that blood runs? It runs through the veins. Look at this. You see this hair? This is strong hair. You see this hair? Targaryen hair. There's a huge difference. Now, this is their uncle. This is their uncle. Now, you remember, they got into it in the dragon pit. He went and took the girl's Balon. No, was it Balon? No, it was the other girl's dragon. She took the girl dragon. He came up there. He whooping all their ass too. Talk about pink, pink, pink. Almost picked up a rocket, but he had respect. He had respect. See, these little Targaryen bastard kids, they ain't had no respect. These motherfuckers used the knife and cut my man's eye out. Just straight up and down. But look at him. That was the price to pay to get a dragon. And ever since that day, he realized, you know what? My mom was right. We're going to have to fight these fools one day and get what's rightfully ours. So I'm going to train. I'm going to train my ass off too. And guess who he's training with? The lamest guy on the whole show. At first, I thought Sir Christian was cool. But Sir Christian Cole. Yeah, this gentleman right here who flip-flopped because Princess Rhaenyra wouldn't give him no more. So what did he do? He went to her best friend, not to get at her, but to be her BFF and tell her everything that's going on like a gossip girl. That's what he went to go do. He went to Allison and said, oh, that spoiled bitch. Sir Christian, that's no way to talk about a princess. I apologize. Yeah, you remember? You remember this guy? Yeah. Been around 6 years. Never got promoted. All he is still just the servant to the, you know what I'm saying? Just, hey, I'm just the protector to the queen. That's all Sir Christian Cole could do. He should have just played his, hey, play your role. You could have been with Princess. She would have came back. Hell, Princess went back to Day. Princess went back to Day. She definitely would have swung back around with you. Hell, Princess went with Sir Harwin Strong. She definitely would have swung back with you if you kept your mouth shut. But no, you wanted to talk. And then you chose sides. And now, we remember what you were doing with these are just little boys. These are just little boys. And last time we seen you out here training, what was you doing? You were trying to call them out because of who their daddy was. We remember that. Yeah. Sir Christian Cole is not an honorable knight or whatever the hell you want to call him, a crusader. We remember all of that because I was on your side until I seen who you really were, Sir Christian Cole. And now you're out here training because you still bitter that Princess ain't fucking with you. So you training him. And he's like, one day you'll be just as good as me. No. Ain't no just as good as me, or you'll be good for tournaments. You can win stuff. No. Because Sir Christian, your time has came and passed. I'm already better than you. I am a prince. You work for me. And I ain't doing no tournaments, sucker. I'm looking for real battles. Real shit. I'm trying to get out there. Because that's what Targaryens do. I don't know what the Cole family do. I don't even what are y'all coleslaws? That's y'all mascot. We dragons over here. Targaryen blood runs through me. I got a dragon if you did not know. So don't talk to me about no tournaments. Because I heard how you did my brother Day. No, not my brother, but my uncle Day. Yeah, I heard how you did my uncle Day. You fought him after he fought 5 people. Fight him one-on-one. Yeah. We're not gonna let that slide. One thing about us Targaryens, we may dislike each other, but one thing we won't do is let an outsider disrespect the Targaryen blood. Because when it runs deep, it runs deep. Sir Christian out here, he talking about good shit. Aemon said, shut up. Then he looked at them strong boys and he said, nephews. Y'all here for training or what? Y'all got me when we was little. Y'all fucked up my eye. I ain't forget, but you little bastard child's y'all gonna have to see me now. Y'all battling or what? And I said, damn, Day is reincarnated. I know Day is looking at Aemon every day like, damn, I wish I had me a boy, man. This is Day all over again. I'm sure this is how Day was acting at that age. Think about it. Day has always been cocky. Day has always done his own thing. What is he doing? His own thing. He's training to get himself prepared. He's a prince. He's not supposed to be out there doing no fighting. Unless they go into like a real war, he ain't supposed to be out there doing none of that. But that's what he wants. He wants that real world smoke. None of that tournament stuff. Tournaments don't do nothing for me. I said, damn, this is Day Day all over again. But this one might be a little bit more ruthless than Day Day. And look at his eye patch. That's his eye patch compared to what the king is. At least he's up and functioning and he got a dragon. Now I know one thing though. I know I'd be neglecting the chat, but let me tell y'all something. My nephews, they knew not to get in that ring with me. XJ, y'all knew not to get in that ring with me. I'm gonna teach you something. Just a little bit of straightening. No hard feelings, just uncle, his uncle. Yeah. They older now. They could probably get me. But yeah, them early 3-4 years ago, they could probably get me now, man. I'm washed. Daemon needs to train his nephew, stepsons how to fight. Nah, if you remember in the beginning, I said Day Day was cool. Remember, Day Day don't care what they do. Day Day is really only worried about himself. You remember after his wife died? Dog, he just went back home. The kids went with the grandparents. He talked to them on the roof and then he went home and they've been staying with the grandparents for the last 6 years. Man, he got married and moved on and had 3 kids in 6 years. Plus, I don't need to teach them how to they as long as my 3 children live, that's how Day Day think is. Day Day like, man, as long as my 3 boys is good. And my 2 daughters are about to marry my 2 daughters are about to marry her kids anyway. So my bloodline's good. They don't care about nothing, man. I like it though. I like that we have Day Day this the hero semi the villain. Day Day ain't worried about Luke and Jace. I'll tell you one thing though. They still got dragons. I don't need to know how to fight. I'm gonna go get my dragon. What do you say on White Man Can't Jump? I'm gonna go to my car. I'm gonna go get my gun and I'm gonna shoot everybody. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to the dragon pit. I'm gonna get my dragon. I'm gonna fry everybody. Y'all talking about this hand on hand? No, I got a dragon. Regardless if my last name is Strong or Velaryon, I still got Targaryen in my blood. And I got me a dragon. Yeah, Aemon got the biggest dragon. Yes, he got the biggest dragon. But shoot, a couple of dragons that get on him. They said his dragon is 2 times the size of Cyrex, and I forgot what the other one was. Yeah, he got the biggest dragon. He took that from his auntie. That would have been his aunt's dragon. Hold on. Day Day is his damn wait. Day Day is his uncle. Okay, so yeah, that would have been his aunt's dragon. See, man, it's just so much. So he got his aunt's dragon, took it from his cousin. Not just the youngest girl is the only one that doesn't have a dragon. Remember, because Aegon took it. We thought it was gonna go to her. Well, I thought it was gonna go to her, but Aegon took it. So and then, well, I'm trying to think. Viserys and Jaehaerys. I mean, not Jaehaerys. Viserys and Aegon. I think they got dragons, and then the 3 hatches that just came out want to go to the new baby. And I guess they get a girl one. I don't know, man. She don't need no dragon at this point. We don't even talk about her. We only talk about the older one. Aemon act like the big bro and Aegon don't even want the throne. And that's the thing. Like when they showed Aemon, I was looking, I was like, man, did they mix up the names? Because Aemon looks older than Aegon. He looked way older than he looked like he is battle tested. Aegon was in the bed talking about, just he don't want to be on the throne. He just want to live life. And I don't blame him either. It's like, man, be on the throne for what? Wait, so which one? I thought Aegon was the oldest and it's Aemon, or is it Aemon and then Aegon? Yeah, Aemon is the youngest one. He's the one that got this is Aemon. He's the young, but he looks older than Aegon. Yeah, Aegon. Yeah, that's so I was right. All right, cool. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. So Aegon's oldest, but I like looking at their characters in this episode. I thought Aemon he looked older. I was like, man, Aegon got that Michael Jackson. You know when Michael Jackson changed and he's what was the lady name? Lisa Marie Presley. That's the haircut that Aegon got. Like it's like a little bob or something. Like Aegon, what is that, man? You Targaryen, let your soul glow. You gotta let your hair down, man. You got your shit cut at the shoulders. What you doing? That ain't Targaryens. When you riding that dragon, that shit's supposed to flow. You think Day would cut his hair that low? The only reason the king hair that low is because his hair ain't growing no more. But the king had long hair, your daddy. Hell, even the Velaryons got long hair. They got locks. You want to come in here with this bob shit. Who you think you is, a Hightower? Man, them strong boys got that kind of hair. They got the short hair. Targaryens got long hair. Even look, the strong boys got the short hair. They got the look at their hair. Look, they got the wild hair. They got the hair that comes over the ears, so they can't really hear that much. They got to go like this, huh? What you say? What you talking about? Yeah, they got that I can't hear hair. And you come in here with a bob on. Man, your brother downstairs getting in 15 hours of training a day. Your little bro. He fighting Sir Christian. He's fighting people with that kind of hairstyle, the hair over the ear. We are Targaryens. Long hair, don't care. That's what we do. He out here getting it in, talking about he want real world smoke. And then we have royalty pull up. Daemon then pulled up with his gang. Daemon like, man, I'm here to talk some business. I'm here to talk some business. Yeah. Driftmark is mine. I don't give a damn what the man. You know, Daemon was in the when he was on that ship on his way over there, you know he was in his little quarters talking about, I'm gonna talk bad to the king, man. They trying to take my throne. They trying to take Driftmark, everything I work for, man. I'm built for this. Ooh, that's mine, man. They can't take that from me. He walking in. Aemon looking like, yeah, shit about to go down, nigga. It's about to go down. I ain't say that N-word, man. My bad, y'all. No disrespect, man. I'm Aegon. I made a mistake, man. I apologize. I rock with y'all Velaryons. Woo! Yeah, nephew, y'all trying to train? Y'all gonna need it. Cause after what goes down tonight, yeah. With Vaemon over there, yeah. Y'all niggas is out of here. Ooh, my bad. I ain't say that, Valerians. I fuck with y'all. Daemon had pulled up. He talking about, man, I'm about to get what's rightfully mine. The queen that never was telling me we gotta go in succession of how people pick. Man, fuck all that. My brother's out there. The sea snake is out there at war for the last 6 years, and y'all talking about y'all gonna give my shit to some illegitimate children with that strong ass hair? No, man. Hell no. The only people that are gonna run Driftmark are people with locks. With a little bit of melanin in their skin. Just a little bit, but them strong boys, they ain't got it. They about as pale as them Targaryens, but they ain't got it. So I'm about to go talk to where the king at. King, wake your ass up. Bring your ass on down. We gotta do some talking. Who I gotta talk to up in this month and let them know that driftmark is mine. It is Velaryon, capital Vorin, something like that. Velaryon, y'all know who we are. Get Otto, get Otto's ass down here. Get Allison, get your ass down here too. We gotta do some talking. Matter of fact, take me straight to the boy room. Take me straight to the boy. Give me some of that milk of that poppy, but dilute it a little bit. Put a little bit of that rum in there with it. Cause what I got to get off my chest. I got a lot to talk about because they not about to run up in my spot like that. It's always the white man coming in there, taking what we got, yanking it from up under us. Our family built that, and you gonna take driftmark and give it to me to some up that ain't even our blood. No, it ain't going down like that. It ain't going down. Tell the king to wake his ass up. Bring his ass down right now. I got something to say to them motherfucker. Ooh, he lucky he the king. He lucky he the king. I slapped the. Ooh. Last I heard, that nigga had one. Ooh. Yeah, who is it? Lord Daemon. We just arrived at King's Landing. He talking about. Okay, take me to the king, please. Yeah, scary ass. Time to go. Let's go. Let's go. Now we get into the boardroom and everybody's talking. Who's getting driftmark? Allison's trying to follow the rules, but you know Otto, he ain't following the rules. Otto was one of those people. He may have been the originator because this is way back when. This is like before our time. I'm talking about anyone we knew that knew somebody, that knew somebody, that knew somebody, that knew somebody. They didn't know nobody back then. This is how far back we going. You can't trace this back. Targaryen bloodline that got mixed up so much. We don't even know. I might be 1,000th Targaryen / Velaryon. I don't even know. But Otto Hightower is the definition of rules are made to be broken. Right now, King don't understand what the hell is going on. So what Daemon is proposing is that he takes charge over Driftmark, which will help us out. And Driftmark will forever be in their debt. And that's how he's trying to sell it. He's trying to say, listen, if you appoint me, put me in charge of Driftmark. If my brother's dead, not saying my brother's dead, but if he's dead, in that case, you put me in charge of it. We'll forever be in your debt and whatever you guys need, because you got to remember the Velaryons are the richest in the realm. The richest, the most money. They allegedly got the biggest navy, the biggest ships. The what would Trump say? They say is the best ever. That's what they say. They say is the best. This is the biggest fleet of ships we've ever seen. No. They said there was one bigger, but then I went out there and I counted myself, and there's none bigger than the ships that we have. No. We'll forever be in your debt. You put me in charge. Otto Hightower sitting up talking about that sounds good, Allison. That right there would be good for us. We would, you know what I'm saying? We would unite with them. We'd have all that forces. You know what I'm saying? We don't want people to think that it's a weak moment for us right now, because the king is in there. He's not able to get up, do no walking, barely talking. Last time I was in there, I don't even know what he was talking about. He was doing some grunting. He farted one time. I couldn't tell if he farted. That was him talking, but that's good. So Daemon would be the good. He would be the good appointee for this. And Daemon is saying, "Do you want it in the hands of a child while we're at war?" Well, if y'all go win that war, we wouldn't be at war. See, Snake? But that's neither here nor there. I need to think about it, because right now, I told you, she's not in charge. She's just filling in and speaking for the king. So she still needs to go talk to him because he's still in charge. Anything he says is over everybody. If you want somebody knocked off, they get knocked off. Driftmark is trying to, you know what I'm saying? Driftmark is starting to try to drift off. And Daemon don't want that to happen. And you know how it is when the higher ups get a hold of something, it's gone. It's out of my hands now. That's one of those moments. Hey, Daemon, he coming to Otto Hightower. Otto talking about, it's out of my hands, dog. I'm straight. It's out of my hands. Now, crazy people. So Princess, she's realizing that There's a lot of messed up things going on around here. The queen that never was, Rhaenyra, what was her name? Rhaenyra, Ray, or whatever it is. The queen that never was. I like that better. She's outside talking to her granddaughter. Targaryen blood, Velaryon blood. Long hair, blonde hair. If you really Targaryen, let me see you prove it. They come outside, and what Princess is doing is she's being vulnerable because she knows she needs to make friends in any position that she can. And you got to remember when she was younger, everything that has happened right now, the queen that never was told her all of this was going to happen. When your dad starts getting sick, people are going to start changing. They're going to start turning. I was almost the queen. That's why they call me the queen that never was, because they wanted to flow through a boy. So right now, they're older, and she sees what's going on also. She's still a Targaryen. Remember, Targaryens can hate each other, but they still love each other. They might get at each other, they might get a little ruthless, but Targaryens, they still stick together. And what she sees is the inside, the people in the green, because she's been around a little bit more. She's been going back and forth to driftmark. She's seen them more often than Day and Princess. So she's like, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Your dumb ass ain't listened to me earlier when you were younger. Now you coming back and you're begging for my forgiveness. But what happened to my son? Where my son at? Princess like, look, I promise you I ain't had nothing to do with that. Was she lying? Yeah. We know that he faked his death and went on out. We know that her and Day talked to each other before this happened. So we put two and two together. We're gonna say, Rhaenyra, you knew all about that, but that's not here or there. So the princess is like, I loved your son. I really did. Now they did like each other. I mean, they were cousins. They ain't really, they liked each other. They just, saying one like duck, one like goose. Duck, duck, goose. You get it? But she's saying, look, we need to do something. And the queen that never was looked at her and told her, like, straight up, well, Otto Hightower and them got going on behind your back right now in Daemon. Let me tell you something. They about to make your ass bow down to your damn knees. It's over with for you. What they about to do to you, they about to get you the fuck up out of here. Let me be real with you. You and that disgraced ass motherfucker they call Day, y'all boys, y'all done. They taking y'all down tomorrow morning. It ain't nothing you can do about it. And the reason she's saying it like that is because it's nothing she can do about it. Because if that goes down, they appoint Daemon. She's done. There's nothing she can do. She's not in charge. She's just filling in until Corlys gets back. And if he doesn't, well, she ain't gonna die. But if they put Daemon in charge, she's not gonna have driftmark. The kids aren't gonna get anything. It's gonna go through Daemon and his kids if he has kids. So Princess comes up with a deal. She says, I propose this to you. Your two daughters marry my two sons. We align them together, and then they still get driftmark. They will end up getting driftmark, so they couldn't appoint Daemon. So right now, we bringing them together. Same thing that she did with Day. Let me get with Day, marry Day, so at least we can be stronger. So when it's time to become queen, I'll have some people in my corner. So all they're doing is strengthening up, because this is still going to keep the queen that never was, her kid or her grandkids from Day and Lena. They're going to be able to get everything that they're rightfully supposed to get. So you just got to make this team stronger and stronger and stronger. That's the only way we're going to get through this, y'all. It's the only way we're going to get through it. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me. Coming up on an hour. Targaryens, they got their back against the wall right now. Because when you were watching this, as of right now, up to this moment, what were you all thinking? When she said they were going to make you bow down, what was on your mind? What was like the first thing that crossed your mind? I'm thinking they were like, hey, y'all going to have to get the hell up out of here. I'm thinking we about to see a lot of aggression. Naya said, I think Princess should have told her about what happened. Yeah, I think that would have been good. Like, Matter of fact, I can reach out to him for you. You know what I'm saying? He just wanted to go live his life because his mom knew. But one thing about a secret, you can't tell anybody. Once you tell somebody, she might get upset one day and then be like, well, Rhaenyra is still alive. Like, you see what I'm saying? He's still alive. Princess Rhaenyra told me yesterday. King up there talking about, what is this you're talking about? Like, yeah, so she couldn't tell, man. You got to keep that secret. Because then she could still also be upset, like, oh, it's been 6 years and you just not telling me this. So Princess is trying to figure out what she can do because she gotta make sure everything runs smoothly, man. You know how it is. Y'all not fighting for that throne, the Iron Throne. Y'all not gonna fight for it. Y'all just gonna give it up. Y'all gonna let them make up lies about you and just slander your name? Hell no, we gotta fight for this. So what she do? Daddy, wake up! He talking about who's there? She like me again, Allison? No, your daughter. Ah, my only child. She said, Father, you remember the dream of Aegon? He said, the dream of Aegon. Yeah, the Song of Ice, Dad. Where we were supposed to fight off the common enemy and bring the realm together. Well, you appointed me queen, just separated the whole realm. He talking about, the fun ice. She's like, damn it, Daddy, listen to me. We gotta get my kids. We gotta do something. They're trying to get us out of here and fucking up the Targaryen bloodline. They're trying to taint it with that Hightower shit. I know I fucked up and I got strong kids, but we don't want no more Hightower kids. He ain't here talking about milk of Poppy. She's like, nah, you don't need to drink that no more, Dad. Man, you don't need to drink that. It just turn you into a zombie. You just don't feel nothing. You just sitting here breathing, wasting the day away. Like, damn, Dad. They try to screw us over. You appointed me queen. And it's not enough that I'm a woman, but the fact that they don't believe in me, they're already turning against me. He talking about throat just dry as hell, lips is cracked. You got them rotten teeth in there. You know his breath is stinking. He's breathing in her face, talking about, hey, I'm like, oh shit, Pops. God damn. I know you down and out right now, but golly. Hey man, I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna sit over here on the chair. If you could speak up a little bit, if it ain't too much to ask for. But the realm is separated right now. And Otto Hightower is the one with the hammer and the wedge. Ding, 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 ding. Knocking it through. Knocking it through. King got a gold tooth. This tooth right here, gold tooth on King. She ain't here talking. King don't understand nothing. He just in there talking about, milk of Poppy. His eye get to itching. He reach up there and digging it like, ew. Then they showed the king. King talking about, hey man, I want supper. I want supper. King can't eat nothing. King look like he been eating candy all his life. Teeth rotten as hell. He talking about, I want supper. Otto said, you want what? I want supper. You're like, sir, it's morning time. He said, not now, fool, tonight. Does it matter when I want supper? I'm the king. I want supper all damn day if I want to. I love breakfast. When I get off this live, I might get up and whip up some breakfast. I like breakfast food. King in here, they picking on his back in the scar. Look at this maester. He's back there talking about, man, what the hell? They got him down by his foot. He looking at his foot like, ew. Ew. You remember what Lieutenant Dane told Forrest Gump and Bubba? He said, every time we stop, change your socks. You don't want to walk around with no wet socks. You get that mold and stuff on your feet, you got to get rid of them toes. He getting his back picked. All he wanted was some supper. Man, look at him. Cause this is thriller night. Damn, they did a good ass job on this, man. HBO, shout out to HBO, you know what I'm saying? In their makeup department. Hell of a job, man. While they doing that talking, Otto trying to give him some more of that milk of the poppy. You talking, drink this. He said, "Nah, I know what you're doing. I was talking to my daughter last night. I don't know if you know about Aegon, the Song of Ice, or not. Probably not, because you a Hightower. That's that Targaryen shit. You know what I'm saying? I got a son named Aegon. I got a grandson named Aegon. That's that Aegon shit. That's that Targaryen shit. That's that dragon, not that star shit." He talking about, sir, drink your tea. He said, "Hell no." The last two people that drank tea, two of them got rid of a baby, and y'all not about to try to put me back in the bed. He trying to knock King out. King said, "I don't want none of that milk of the poppy. Nigga, I'm trying to keep this stomach empty till dinner time. I just told your ass I want a supper. You know how hungry you got to be to wake up and say, man, I got to go to the grocery store so I can get food for dinner tonight." That's the first thing on your mind. He got up out the bed, got his scars picked, and asked for supper. Didn't eat breakfast, nothing else. You know what? I want supper. That's what I want. That's how hungry King was. He said, "I'm not drinking that milk of the poppy. You want me to drink that? You want me to drink that milk of the poppy so I could be asleep for 5, 6 hours? Man, please. You want me to drink? You want me to drink NyQuil during the day? That's what you want. No, I drink DayQuil during the day so I can stay my ass up because it's the daytime. I drink NyQuil at night so I can go to sleep at night. I wanted to fight while I'm awake. That milk of the poppy put me in the bed. Boy, let me tell you something. I can't even put a whole sentence together when I'm on that milk of the poppy. You give me a fifth of that milk of the poppy, y'all might not see me till next Friday. Then what happened to Mo, man? He drank that fifth of poppy, man. That nigga was chilling. What? Where you get that from? They say he had that period shit too. What do you mean he had that period shit? Now, I don't know, man. All I'm saying is, man, he ain't did nothing. He ain't paid rent. He ain't did nothing. His phone disconnected. Instagram to kick them off for inactivity. YouTube them blocked the channel. That boy had that fifth of poppy, was done. Y'all know me, like I drink light when I be on here. You know, every now and then I might get on here with the Henny straight or something, smoke a little bit. But you put me on a fifth of that poppy, whoo. Oh, we still live? Yeah, man. That milk of the poppy had your ass out. I'm talking about sleep. And then his daughter had the nerve to wake up. He an old man. You already know his body is like, hey, it's over with. His body's only up and functioning for maybe 6 hours a day. The other, what, 18 hours? No, not 18. Yeah, 18 hours in the day. He got to be in the bed. That body weak. She woke his ass up at 10 o'clock at night, knowing damn well King be sleeping from 4 p.m. till 8 in the morning. He done woke this man up talking about some Song of the Ice. Now he done woke up. He done mixed breakfast because his ass woke up in the middle of the night, so he was up. And he was then when he went to sleep, he woke up late. He missed breakfast. The first thing on his mind is supper. Why? Because she woke him up in the middle of the night, so his time is all off. Thanks a lot, princess. Got the king up here wanting supper at breakfast. King got a headband on like he playing basketball. They even got his neck wrapped up because he could barely hold his neck up. Look at this. They had to wrap his neck up so he could hold his head up. That's how down and bad the king is right now. Yeah, I know it's going around his neck and then it's going up to the eye. Like, but they had to put it around that. They needed that support. Either that or King said, "Nah, don't put that brace on me, man. I'm innovative. I want a headband." Sir, what is a headband? A band that go around my head. So Nike, Adidas, everybody, we can go ahead and thank Viserys. We need to call him the Viserys bands because he is the first person I've seen with a headband. First person I seen with a headband on TV right here. If y'all can show me a film that dates back further than this, that they had a headband on, because until then, King Viserys is the king of headbands, and we need to call it the Viserys band. Yeah, the Viserys band. Oh man, where we at? Oh, we supposed to be talking about the supper. So King Viserys wants a supper. I know it's morning time, but he wants a supper. Hey, what y'all laughing at, man? What? 50 Poppy most out to calm down. We're gonna have to give him 50 Poppy. Hey, man. I ain't even see y'all was over there talking about it, man. I started talking about that damn Poppy. I was thinking, then that Poppy had your boy laid out, wouldn't it? Oh man. Man, y'all wild, man. We supposed to be getting focused, man. We supposed to be getting focused and talking about this show and how HBO didn't put some. Hey, they did a hell of a job with this, man. Like when I talk to you guys about this, I get excited. Like, no homo. But I get excited. Like the way they put this together, I don't know, man. Maybe it's because I can relate it to common stuff that goes on. The storyline is perfect, man. I know they got the book to go off of, and I know they, you know what I'm saying, deviating a little bit, but man, they did a hell of a job of writing this. It's authentic. When you look at it, you're like, damn, this is believable. He even, I don't know how they did his body like that. It had to be him in a green suit or something. There ain't no way he lost that weight like that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, dog, they really did their thing with this. Thank you, HBO, man. I will say this. Y'all made me a believer with this. I ain't gonna cry about this shit, man. The king wants supper. I want supper. We all want supper. If I'm the king, if I want supper in the morning, god damn it, make the supper in the morning, make it in the evening. You know, when we was growing up, we had pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time. With pizza on a bagel, you can eat pizza anytime. Well, I'm the king and I want supper anytime. And he's trying to give him the milk of the poppy so he'll forget about it. He's like, what the hell, king trying to do? The logo is VH. Yeah, the headband. Show me with it. Somebody, please show me a show with a headband. Now it got me thinking maybe Burger King is Viserys. Now I know the hair is red, but you gotta think once the bloodline kept going down there, they got that strong hair. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? The Burger King could be related to King Viserys because he had supper. He just wanted some food, a little bit of food. That's all. Yeah. And what does Burger King do? They sell your ass whole burgers during breakfast time. So if he wanted supper at breakfast time, Burger King do that too. Don't let me find out that Viserys not only came up with headbands, but before McDonald's, it was Viserys. Yeah, now it got you thinking. This man was ahead of his time. Well, I won't even say ahead of his time, man. He was ahead of everybody. But anyway, we got breakfast. We gotta get this breakfast ready for. I mean, not breakfast. Damn. See, this morning time. We got to get this supper ready for the king, y'all. We got to get the supper ready for the king because he wants to have a family dinner. Bring everybody in here. All 19 of the grandkids. Bring my son, my daughter, my nephew, cousin, my great grandson's uncle. Bring my brother's two kids who are married to my daughter's kids that are Velaryon. Well, they're not Velaryon. I think they're strong. Well, someone told me they were strong kids. I'm not for sure if they're strong kids or not. I'm not gonna believe that. No, I'm not. I don't. Everybody lying to me. All these people just lying to me. I don't believe that. But then, yeah, bring the two cousins, and also I heard there was 3 dragon eggs. Bring the 3 dragon eggs too, and bring Aegon and Aemon. Are they still around? Do they still live here? And I got another grandkid. I think his name is Joffrey. I think that's his name. I'm not too sure, but bring him too. We want family dinner. I want everybody in the house. Yeah, the king did invent fast food. Well, at least I get the king this. I get the king this, y'all. The king asked for supper for his family dinner in the morning so they could have all day to cook. Think about it. Because they had a whole fucking hog on that table. That thing was still steaming. They was on that hog. I don't know if y'all know how long it take to cook a hog. I don't know either. But I know when I went to Croatia one time, they used to have the lambs out there and not the crab, but the pigs out there, them hogs, and they be on the thing, the rotisserie over open fire. Now I'm assuming it take a little bit for them to do that cooking. But at least he gave them the heads up, talking about I want supper tonight. And make sure that, make sure them mashed potatoes ain't chunky mashed potatoes. Make sure they smash them mashed potatoes all the way down. I don't want no chunky mashed potatoes down. You see, I got these ragged ass teeth. I need something I can chew on because I ain't gonna be eating none of the hog, none of that. I might eat some stuffing because it's soft, but now then again, can't have no stuffing. It gets stuck in my teeth. So I gotta do the potatoes. But y'all gotta mash them potatoes. I don't want to have Allison chew on my potatoes, then give it back to me like I'm a kid. No, I'm still the king. I want some potatoes that I can eat. I can get them in. I can't bite down too hard because it hurt. It hurt when my teeth hit each other. So I gotta. And make sure y'all got some butter and some pepper for them potatoes too. Don't be bringing me none of that bland ass potatoes that you Hightowers do. I don't know if you know or not, but we Targaryen. I don't know if you heard, but we got the Black Queen. You know what I'm saying? So bring some pepper, some butter. Make sure, not too much salt when y'all cooking it. Don't be putting too much salt in there now. And y'all better make sure them potatoes is well peeled. I don't like the skin of the potato in my mashed potato. Now I can eat fries with the skin on it, pause. But I don't want the skin in my mashed potatoes. So y'all make sure y'all peel the hell out them potatoes. If not, the king ain't gonna eat, and I'm gonna be upset, and I might flip a table over. But we got a dinner set up for the king. I'm gonna grab me another drink. You guys enjoy this music because the king actually requests this music live on the show. I'll be right back. Give me another drink. I'm Modi J. This is the live after show discussion. Well, I won't even say this is an after show discussion. This is the actual recap. We going through the whole show together. My bad. Recap of episode 8, House of the Dragon. Might possibly be the best show on television right now. My personal opinion. I gotta let this last 3 months, what I've seen, 3-4 months. Yeah. Matter of fact, this year, I don't know. House of the Dragon. Y'all know this is a power channel, but House of the Dragon, they done made me a believer. But I'm gonna give me another drink. Y'all hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Support the channel if you like. Cash App is at the bottom of the screen. MOEDOTJ. I'll be right back. Man, don't go nowhere, man. Hit that like button, though. For real, for real. And look at the king, man, because he just wants some. He just wants. Oh man, the king is down and out, man. King is down. Well, I told you he ain't down now. He just out right now. But we want supper. We want dinner. We want it all. Well, we got to get to business because right now the king doesn't know what's going on now. The king doesn't know what's going on, but outside we got Otto Hightower speaking on behalf of the king. Speaking on behalf of the king. The king's wishes are my command. Everybody's listening. All right now. Targaryen blood to the left, Velaryon blood to the right. I'm going to give each one of you during this debate exactly 1 minute to present why you should be the next to inherit driftmark. First up, we have Daemon Velaryon, brother of Corlys, the sea snake, all the way from a foreign land. They will have Princess Rhaenyra. We'll let her do a little bit of speaking from the house of the Targaryen dragons. Daemon, you're on the clock. Go. So Daemon comes down there and says, I am the brother of Corlys, and I should be the rightful motherfucker to take over driftmark. Yes, me, the only brother left with dreads. The only brother whose locks are locked like mine. The only brother here to hold down driftmark since, unfortunately, my nephew, Lenore, is dead, but we don't know where the body is, and my brother is out at the sea. But in case he leaves as a Velaryon, I should rightfully take over everything that I got. You know what I'm saying? My mom and daddy, they work for this, and I want what my mom and daddy work for. Princess Rhaenyra said, well, I have 2 boys, and they were supposed to be next in line for driftmark because they're Velaryon. He said, you know what? God damn it. No, you don't. You're not going to. Not today, princess. Not fucking today. You're not going to cut me off. Not this time. No, no, no. They're like, all rise. Oh, shit, what the hell is going on? We thinking the highest person is already in here. We thinking queen in here. They open up the door. Who is this playing around? Somebody about to get in trouble. Talking about all rise, the honor. But like, who coming? Because you already know king only got one eye. King don't ever come out the bedroom. But it turns out it's the king. Oh, now when the king came in, everybody lowered their head, right? This is a meeting that I wouldn't have wanted to be in. I already probably wouldn't have attended this. We need to go vote on something. I'm looking at this vote like, who are we voting for? Who gonna take over driftmark? I don't live in driftmark. I live here at King's Landing. I am the guy that serves the king the wine. I'm Mr. Milk of the Poppy. I'm in the one in the back with the poppy stepping on it, making the milk. That's what I do. You think I care who the fuck run driftmark? Now you in here and the king then came in here. And the king is, when the king comes in, there better not be no talking. You got to bow your head till he walks past you. The only thing is, he ain't walking at a normal pace. King in here taking forever. It's like, hey, somebody please pick the king up and take his ass to the throne. Why did y'all let him walk from the bedroom in the first place to here? Look at this man's body. And I'm now, you be in there when y'all younger. Y'all be in there, y'all holding hands. Y'all might go to y'all family member's house. You holding hands. Y'all doing that prayer. Everyone got their head down. But you looking around like this. You squeezing your cousin's hand. Y'all playing around. Your little brother, you like bumping him a little bit. You playing around, but you kind of looking up. Now you in here. You supposed to have your head down. The king taking forever to walk his ass across. He's dragging himself. So now you trying to look like, damn. When did the king get that mask made? Last I see, he just had an eye patch. That mask dope as a motherfucker. You trying to look like this. Now you paying too close attention, and the guards are watching you because the guards got to protect the king. So they got to make sure that the whole scene and the environment is safe. So they didn't caught you looking out the side of your eye. Now you getting slapped up. That's why you didn't want to be in here. Plus, on top of that, these meetings normally go for a long, long time. Last time we seen a meeting like this was they were looking for a suitable mate companion for Princess Rhaenyra, and the little dude ended up killing the old man, well, the older gentleman. I'm not going to these meetings. I don't have any reason to be in these meetings. I'm just a servant. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a servant. Now you in here, and the king took 15 minutes to get on up there. Then he sat down. He was all out of breath. King sliding through. He got the crown on. He get up to the stairs. His crown and fell off. Now you look like, oh shit, what next? Who the king about to get mad at? King put on the whole wardrobe. And he got the dragon too. Y'all see that? His cane is that dragon tooth, ain't it? He didn't walk all the way up here. Otto Hightower. He talking about, let me help you, your grace. He said, get out of here, you piece of shit. I got it. I'm good. Then he gets up there, the crown drops. Like, oh, God, come on, king. The royal crown, really? Of all things to drop, you drop the royal crown. But you can't say nothing because it's the king. It had to be treason. You go against him. But he looks and it's his brother. It's Day. And I told y'all, Day was that spoiled kid, but he always loved his brother. That's one thing that was never going to change. He always messed up. He always wanted to impress his brother and prove to his brother that he can do certain things when he didn't have to do all of that because his brother loved him for who he was. But Day always wanted to go above and beyond and do his own thing. But now he sees how down and out his brother is. He's like, man, I can't let this go down on my brother. Also, he wants to carry on his family bloodline. He wants to make sure that everybody's in the right spot to get everything that they rightfully deserve. So he helps his brother up there. He sits up here. What is going on? There's only one person, my cousin, that can talk about who's going to get driftmark because her husband is Corlys. So even though he became the king and she's the queen that never was, they still had that respect for each other. And he knows that she should have been it. That's why he made his daughter the queen. He's basically paying homage to his cousin, basically saying you couldn't do it. So I'm gonna make sure that it is done. So they got a respect for each other. And it's Targaryen blood anyway. So he says she gets to decide on what happens. And what does she do? She breaks it down. And she's going for the knockout punch right now because no one's expecting to hear this, especially this gentleman. Because she says, listen, well, if we're just being honest and we're doing what's right, because that's what they did with her. That's what they did with her. They went to the boy. So she said, since they don't know if Corlys is dead or not, the people that should get it are my son, Lenore's kids. Yeah. Jason, Luke, they should get it. And on top of that, Princess Rhaenyra put it together a proposal, you know what I'm saying? She put together a trade package we ain't seen before. Most of the time you get like a first round pick for a superstar. She said what she gonna do is, even though we all know that the kids are bastards, they still got Targaryen blood. We gonna marry my granddaughters, 2 of them with her 2 sons. So that way we still bring in the Targaryen blood with the Velaryon. And even though Lenore is not these boys' father, if they have kids with the granddaughters, hey, he will still have great grandkids. You see what I'm saying? So these two coming together, the Velaryons, they basically, the Targaryens came together to backdoor the Velaryons and took over the Velaryon last name. Think about it. The Targaryens came together and took over the Velaryons last name. They just X'd out they still got the girls, but one of the last people in the lineage, the actual born males, Daemon, they just got rid of him. Now the Targaryens run the Velaryon house. Because the girls get driftmark, the boys get driftmark, and then they're gonna marry the granddaughters. It's still Targaryen and Velaryon. But guess what? The influence is coming from the Targaryen side. And he said, God damn it, not today on my watch. I will not let this happen. Ain't no way them white boys coming in here with that good, strong ass hair. No. Valerian's and Targaryen's hair is blonde. Whether it's locked or straight, it don't matter. It's blonde. Them boys right there, them are bastard childs. I said it, bastard childs. Bastard childs. They said, go ahead and say it. He said, I said it, damn it. Bastard childs. Them ain't none of them ain't my nephews. I don't know them. I don't know who they are. I don't know who they are. Uncle Ruckus said it best. He said, them boys ain't Velaryon blood. Princess Rhaenyra, you wouldn't know nothing about Velaryon blood. I could slip my wrist right now, bitch, and you will see it run down me, and you wouldn't be able to recognize it. God damn it. No, I will not allow this king. No, I will not allow this king. Hey, you got to give King some credit. King ain't fought his whole career. He's been complaining about not fighting. King said, allow it. Did you forget where you were? King hopped up with the blade, said, nigga, I'll kill you myself. King hopped up. He was about to go to work, wasn't he? King pulled that little blade out. It was slow as hell, too. You know, normally when you watching TV shows and they make the sound effects because they pulling the sword out quick, it was like, shing. King shit just said, because he was so weak, he could pull his out of the way. He couldn't make the shing sound. His went. He pulled out with that knife, talking about, let me out. I'll have your tongue for this one. King said, I'm not trying to hear that about my bastard grandkids. I don't care. He called her a whore. I didn't say it. He said it. I didn't say she was a whore. He said it. I'm Team Targaryen. Dragon, fly high. That's what I am. I'm Targaryen. I ain't Velaryon. He said she was a whore, King, your grace. Now you sitting in here and things is getting serious now. The king just threatened to take a nigga tongue, right? And now you sitting in. Now y'all see why I don't go into these executive board meetings. I don't need a pen. Whoa. There's some different shit in here. You just standing there and all you hear is, well, sing. And what happens? Off with a nigga head. You see, when Day picked his sword up, all you heard was, what sing? Man, it was a smooth cut straight through the top. I said, damn. Day was not playing around about this Targaryen shit. Now, you can't tell me Targaryen, they ain't way more Rilla. Yeah, I said Rilla than the Velaryons. Day is a wild boy, and this is why Day is my favorite character. That's a smooth-ass cut. Knock your head off your neck without staining your collar. That's what he did right there. This man called her a whore and bastard child and ended up with no head. Hey, I told y'all last night we was watching Power. Sometimes you just talk too much. See, I get on here, I can talk to y'all because I ain't talking about nothing but the TV show. But sometimes you just talk too much. You gotta know who you around. You gotta know when to hold them, gotta know when to fold them. You should have folded right here and just, hey, I'm the uncle of driftmark. My nieces, my yeah, you know what I'm saying? My nieces, my great nieces, yeah. They just in charge. Hey, facts. Aemon looked at that, was like, that's what he like. Everybody else like, oh. Told the boys to go to your quarters. Security came out there talking about Day, drop your weapon. He's like, oh, you ain't gotta tell me to. I did what I was supposed to do. I got rid of the head. Damn, and that suit he got on too. This clean. Hey. Look. Hey, How hard is you? How? Hey, I'm pretty sure they can get blood out of stuff back then. They ain't that primitive. They can get that blood out of there. If I'm one of the people in there though, if I'm one of these people in here with the body, I'm taking that suit. I'm taking Vader's suit. I'm just shit. I'm wearing this on the weekends. When when I go out, sometimes I might have to go. You know what I'm saying? There was a story that Day was out in some brothel or something, but you want to be kind of clean when you go in there. And what Vaben had, I might take that suit. I might. Don't be mad you catch me on a Saturday in the black and gold. They be like, damn, that brother clean. How you get that? Nigga, I've been saving my damn work checks. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. They give us one gold coin at the end of each week, man. I've been saving them. It took me 15 gold coins to get this. That's 15 weeks of me. Hey, I'm in the kitchen. Like they said they wanted dinner. I was cooking food on the side. I made me a little plate, enough for like a day or two. You know what I'm saying? That's what I did. But shoot, I saved up 15 weeks. I bought this because you don't want to tell nobody, oh, I took it from Daemon, because now you done told on yourself. So you got to say, oh, I bought it. Where'd you buy it from? Oh, some vendor dude, man. It's rare. He said he only had like 2 of them. Yeah, I spent 15 gold coins on that. Gold nuggets right there. Damn. They did his thing, though. That's a smooth cut right there, too. That's what you want right there. That's the kind of sword you want. A double-edged sword, one that's going to go straight through like that. Damn. Yeah, that's some nice threads right there. Crazy, huh? What I have on today? Black and gold. Yeah, I was already ready. I already got the scarf. I was gonna get that outfit. I'm ready to go. It's Saturday night. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hell, I am a Velaryon too. now I got this gold on. Maybe I got the smell of this Velaryon on me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I got the smell on me. Maybe I got this smell on me. I'm gonna try to get one of my one of my great niece's dragons or something. Let me. I gotta at least try, right? I gotta at least try, right? Wait, does he have a dragon? I know Lenore had a dragon. No, he ain't got no dragon. He ain't got no Targaryen. Man, they had his body. They put his head back on his body too. Y'all see that? He a little dude too. He was like 5'5", 5'6", maybe. He probably like 5'7". Yeah, he probably like 5'7", maybe like 190. No, I won't even say 190. He probably like a 160 or something. He a little guy. So I'll probably just be able to put the top on. Them pants, they gonna be high waters out there. But they didn't got his ass up out of here. Now it's time for the family dinner, y'all. It's time for the family dinner. You see how the king pulled up? The king pulled up. They had a chair. They had a chair that they was carrying. Boy, would I hate that job, man. You got on a metal helmet trying to carry the king. Now I know the king is light, but still. I know the king is light, but still, you got on all this get up, that armor, and you getting out there, you sweaty as hell. Then you got to go back there and stand at attention while they eat and talk about nonsense. Maximus said that's the Valyrian steel. Yeah. Velaryon still shouldn't be able to go through Valyrian skin, though. Marty said in the books they carried the king everywhere. Oh, man, damn. Ain't that the life, man? Just imagine I had people carrying me everywhere I needed to go. I ain't gonna lie, man. If I had people carrying me everywhere I went, I'd have to have my nose up to y'all because I'm above y'all. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna be below me. I expect them if they carrying me around, if I got a chair, they carry me around. I don't want them to carry me around with their hand like this. I want them to be walking with their hands up in the air, holding it up. They need to hold me above their head while they walking. King got this mask on. He like, all right, man. Look, let me talk to all of y'all real quick about what we got going on. I'm excited to see all of y'all out here together, and it's been a long time since we've seen each other. And you sitting there like, man, this food smelling good. Come on, Grandpa, hurry the hell up. Everybody's here, all my grandkids, kids, great nephew, kids, whatever you guys are, but I'm glad everyone's here. We may all fall apart, but as Targaryens, we need to come together. I know we'll have our days where we're against each other, but we have to remember. Guards. Get one of those ladies in here. I had an accident. But we need to bring the family together. If we don't bring the family together, then Targaryens, we won't be anything. You're like, damn, Grandpa, what the hell are you talking? Tell this to the adults, man. We kids. We don't need to hear this. All right, man. We all love each other, one another. You two are getting married. You two the youngest. No, is it the youngest one? Is this Jace or Luke? Lucas. Oh no, it was Luke. So Jace is over here. Aegon's married. He disgraced his wife with Diana. He's looking like, man, I don't even want to be married. I just want to have some fun and be a teenager. Bayla and Bayla little sister, they getting married to Jace and Luke. Aemon over there with the eye patch on, chilling. He ain't trying to hear none of this. Man, it's a crazy dinner. Then the king just took it to a Father, please, if you have any love in your heart, any sympathy for any of us, please put the mask back on. Oh, god damn. Grandpa also ugly. He made the kids cry, and I ain't making that up. If you remember when they first came over and introduced the grandkids were crying when they looked at Grandpa. Grandpa at the dinner table with this scabby ass, flaky ass head, standing over the food, talking about you gotta get. Hey man, stop talking over the food, man. Hey, y'all pick his chair up and take him back a little bit, man. Why? Hey, yo, we gotta eat this. Talking about my strong hand. Man, we ain't strong hand, nothing, King. Let me take my mask off. No, we know what you look like. We know what you look. You don't need to take that mask off. And show my handsome face if I ever was handsome. Well, right now, let me tell you something. You're not the best looking, man. You are what nightmares are made of. Real talk. We ain't talking about the dream or the song or the fire or the ice. No. We talking about them thriller dreams, them nightmares. It's a Halloween month. We in October. You a little bit too early. You got 3 more weeks before you need to be taking that mask off. Right now, let's pretend this is a masquerade party and you keep that mask on. We already got one guy with one eye at the table. We don't need somebody with the whole eye socket going at the table. Put the mask back on, Dad. I understand you been off the milk and poppy all day, but come on now. You gotta have her. Matter of fact, I mean, I'm about to go apologize to the workers in the kitchens on real talk. Hey, chefs, cooks, helps, dishwashers, trash taker outer. I apologize. I didn't eat y'all food, but I'm gonna be honest. I lost my appetite. Not because of what y'all, that shit smelled good. I promise you it did. I wanted to chow down. But my father came in there. He started talking some nonsense, talking about we got to stick together. He was breathing over the food. One of his teeth then fell out. Man, I heard y'all was whipping up them mashed potatoes too. His tooth then fell in there. We don't even want the mashed potatoes now. They like, oh my God, what happened? It's scary out there, man. I apologize to y'all. And if there's anything I can do, I'm gonna talk to Allison, get you guys some extra compensation for whipping all this together. And I sincerely apologize because if y'all want, I don't recommend it. But if y'all want, y'all can go ahead and take those leftovers home because we're not gonna eat it. I'm sorry. Now I know y'all don't eat as good, but this is y'all opportunity. Y'all got a whole hog out there. Y'all got all the fixings. Y'all can do whatever y'all want. But I apologize for y'all working all day. King wanted this large supper. King didn't even eat. They hauled the king up out of there. You remember damn, you done made them cook all this food. You ain't eat nothing. They made that mashed potato specifically for you. They made sure that they got rid of all the chunks out the mashed potatoes. King talking about, let me take my mask off. Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. Now everyone gets up and they like, all right, cool. We're gonna do this for Pops, man. We're gonna do this, you know what I'm saying? In honor of the Velaryons, what a few that we have. In RIP to the Velaryons. The Targaryens, uh, on behalf of me, Alicent, you've been a great mother and you've been looking out for my father. And the only reason Rhaenyra is doing this apology and stuff now is because she got her kids in a position. So she wants to make it seem like they cool. Because you remember, originally, Alicent was the one that came in with that fake smile, making sure that everything was all right. But then when she started talking about going in the right direction with the 7-star, it was basically kind of rubbing in their face like, oh, the Hightowers are just as good as y'all. In reality, not. So she's saying you've been doing good. So it's kind of I'm extending the olive branch out there, and we can settle our differences. I got what I want. My kids are in good. They at least get driftmark. Even if something go down between you and I, at least my kids still get driftmark. So these two, they like, all right, cool. We're gonna squash the beef right now, especially because they seen her pops is in a very, very bad state. So apology is accepted. King is like, cool. Now you see Aegon, all he want to do was bang, 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 bang. We already know he took some earlier. Made everybody look bad. The whole family name looked bad, but they had to pay that young lady off. So now he's talking to Baylor, talking about, man, when you really want to get satisfied, come holler at your boy. Come holler at your boy. Because I don't think he know what he doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm really out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? I'm knocking him down. But old boy, what's his name? Jacer, we don't even know his real name. Jaceri, or some shit like that. When you want to be, please holler at your boy. Now Jace is like, hell, they didn't already line this up for me. I'm gonna get her. You look good too. I'm gonna get her. That's what he did. You look good too. I'm gonna get her in a couple of years. Oh, it sound disgusting because they cousin, but this is what it was back then. You not gonna be disrespecting her, not up at my house, not up in front of me. Yeah, Jace ain't got none. We know Jace ain't got none. Look at Jace. He's a strong. He's a strong. The only person that gave the strong some was a whore. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that Vaemon called her that. Everyone else called her that. And we know that a strong smashed that. So the only people that really getting that, so he like, man, look, let me go ahead and make a toast to my uncles. I haven't seen Aegon. I haven't seen Aemon. Now, Aemon doesn't like anything that these boys talking about because they cut this nigga's eye out. Aegon doesn't care. Now, his mom did tell him, you got to fight for the throne, but he don't want the throne. He just want to live life. He just want to be a teenage kid, do whatever he wants, get some cutty, and sleep in all day. Now, Aemon, we seen his ass outside. 18 hours. I told y'all, 18 hours a day, he getting some training in. Now, he gets upset and he stands up. Now, you see who stood up, though. You see who stood up. Solid Snake over here. He stood up. You trying to get at my brother? I still got beef for you and your bitch ass brother. Yeah, you bastard kids. He's like, man, I just want to say that I hope we can work together. As your nephews and our uncles, we work together moving forward. We get this love together. King is like, damn, these boys are good, man. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear everyone come together and get on the same page. Aemon got up because he was ready to throw down. Aemon don't care. What did he tell Sir Kristen Cole? He told him, I don't want to get in tournaments. I want to get out there in the real world. I want to get out there. So he stood up because on some real shit, there ain't no forgiving somebody to cut your eye out unless it was an accident. That wasn't no accident. What y'all using a knife for? I picked up a rock and I didn't even use the rock, and y'all went to a knife. But he stood up and he was ready for whatever. Then you see Aegon's wife talking about, Baela, it's gonna be cool being married, Except for when he gets drunk and forgets about you. We know Aegon be in them streets. Hell, Aegon be doing shit in his house, in the castle. And Aegon he don't want to be married. He don't want to be next in line for the throne. He just want to live his life. Aegon like, oh, here we go. You keep talking about this crap, man. They made me marry you. I didn't want you. They made me marry you. So, what happens? Jace's ass, he think he getting even. Okay, y'all want to play like this? You want to tease me? I'm going to go dance with your wife. They doing the little Charlie Brown, you know what I'm saying? The jump to the left, the jump to the right, you know what I'm saying? The left, you know what I'm saying? They getting it. And this is his what? This is auntie? Yeah, this is auntie. Yeah, his auntie and Aegon's sister wife. Because if getting married together makes the family, it's all kinds of messed up. Hey, that's what they were doing. They were jumping left and right. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like you got not you got, sir. What was the thing? You say the last dance? It wasn't. I give you a little bit, you give me some. You know what I'm saying? When I move, you move. Just like it wasn't none of that. They were. And the king said, "Put some music on. Put some music on." You know what they were playing. They was out there. King was just. And you know Daemon was in the corner like, damn, I missed this song, man. I ain't heard this song in 6 years. Daemon in the corner. Daemon he didn't got a little shot of that damn milk of poppy. He over there talking about. Now you got Day Day in the corner because he got some food. He got a little bit of that milk of the poppy. He rapping to himself. He over there. Okay, I got this. Day Day. Dragonstone. Targaryen blood for life, bitches. They like, Day Day, what you doing over there? Oh, no, I ain't doing nothing. He just bobbing and feeling the music. He just took a shot of that poppy. Talk about, dog, this is one of my favorite songs growing up, too. Aemon gets up. He's like, I like to propose a toast, too, since we making up fake toast. Let me get one out to my strong nephews who got that strong blood in them that are strong enough to stand up against anything. Now, there is going to be a song in the future called Can You Stand the Rain? But the strong can not only stand, but stop the rain. You nephews, I wish a beautiful life. You guys are strong enough to handle it. And he keeps emphasizing on the word strong. I don't know if I was strong enough to make it through getting my eye cut, but I was strong enough to apologize to y'all and propose this toast to you. Now, everybody's getting mad. Like, what is he talking about? Strong. And you see Jace over there, he get a little bit furious. But see, this is what happened when you mess with a nigga wife. You shouldn't have got up and started dancing with a man's wife. Aemon ain't gonna play that. Aegon may not care, but Aemon care. Yeah, your brother cut my eye out because you attacked me. So let me go ahead and propose a toast to you strong ass motherfuckers. Matter of fact, I want to know who y'all barber is. I'm thinking about taking about 10 to 15 inches off of mine. How y'all do that? Oh, that's that strong. Y'all hair just grow like that. See, our hair grow down, y'all hair go sideways. But I like to propose a toast to y'all. And Jason's like, Aegon, he's sitting there, and you thinking, Aegon ain't gonna do nothing. Aegon ain't gonna do nothing. So Jace punches Aemon. Bow. Remember, they got a little bit of bad blood. He just made a toast and said that he want to be able to work with his uncles in the future. Boom. He go ahead and hit Aemon. Now, mind you, Aemon can really fight. He can really fight. Oh, you better follow up with that punch. You can't do like Draymond Green and just get one, and you gotta go bow, bow. You gotta finish up. They gotta pull you up off them. That's the only way you stop in a fight like that. But He ain't do no fighting back. He ends up getting his ass whooped. Aemon throw him down to the ground, and we look over. Aegon, the guy that don't even want the throne, what did he do to Luke? Luke got up. Luke didn't even have a chance. Luke wasn't even in this fight. Luke is a kid. Luke is younger than everybody. Luke was sitting at the table. He tried to stand up. That nigga Aegon took the back of his head and said, "Bow!" Hit his head on the dinner table. Luke didn't have no problems. Luke was like, what, 8 years old, 9, 10, 11 maybe? He hit young Luke so hard on the table, his eye almost fell like his damn granddaddy. Hey, y'all boys better learn how to squabble. Because Aemon is not playing. He took that punch like it was nothing and got on your man. And then Aegon, he don't even fight. Aegon is a pure lover. Aegon doesn't do nothing all day but sleep in the bed or go get some cutty. Hell, in this case, he was taking some cutty. But he got on Luke's ass. Luke tried to stand up and got his head against the table. I said, Aegon, look, and you see, Day stood there because Day knows this is exactly how I was acting when I was growing up. Excuse me. This is exactly how I was acting. I'm sure Aemon's heard stories about Day. They know everything they know that Day was wilding out, and Aemon's right down that path. They look just alike. And he's looking at him like, damn, just think if I would have had a boy. Just think if I had a boy. Excuse me. Crazy though. All right, I need you guys' help with this. I didn't understand this scene. Who are these two ladies? Who are these two ladies here? I don't know. Yeah, he has two boys now, but I'm saying he wish he had two boys like his first kids. Like these kids, and no one cares about these young kids, man. That's like 4, 5 seasons from now. You know what I'm saying? Like instead of having two girls. So did anyone get their names? Because I remember she came in the room, but I didn't know like who is she? Because she said you had a busy time in the council. So are they plotting on the king? Like, oh, Day ex and a servant. See, I knew she looked familiar. I could. Oh, so she's man. They trying to backdoor Day. Man, they can't do that. But the thing about the strong boys, Jason, Luke, they're still young. They're still young. They like. I think it's been 6 years. So Jace is probably only like 15, 16. Yeah. They only like 15, 16. So and it looks like what's the name? Aegon and Aemon, they probably, saying 18, 19 maybe. So you probably gotta get them maybe next season, or if we get another time jump, they'll probably give us older kids. But I want to see them at this age right now. Of course, we seen that the next thing. So they spying on Day. They're trying to get whatever information they can. I'm gonna do some digging on them too because I want to know now. Because I didn't really understand. She was just like it was a busy day, but I seen the other lady earlier. I'm gonna have to read somebody that actually knows the book and does like recaps. I'm gonna have to read what they got. Jason, Luke, Aemon, and Aegon, 17 to 21. Nah, Luke can't be no. Luke got to be about 11 because he did the stabbing at like 5 or 6, maybe 7. But let me see. Like, man, he at the age of he like the Harry Potter age. That's what he look like, Harry Potter too. This boy right here can't be no older than like 12, 13 maybe. What up, the homie? Whoever he is, I know that head hurting. Now, if you listen closely to the last thing that the king was telling Allison, he was in the bed. She's like, "Oh, is everything all right?" She was getting that damn milk of the poppy. I'll tell you, they use that for everything. Oh, Eric, this the after show. Like, I don't watch the after show, man. Once the show go off, I hop on here and get ready for the live. But if they say that 17 to 21, man, ain't no way them boys is those 17 to 21, man. See, that's why sometimes you can't watch the after show. They just be talking. Ain't no way that little boy was no 17 years old. That boy couldn't be no older than like 13. Man, 17, it's got to be like 17 might be Jace, Amon, and Aegon. Like that age bracket, but there ain't no way. Hey man, I take HBO's word. They know more than I do. Hell, they wrote it, so they just probably couldn't get. I mean, I don't know. It's probably these two kids kind of. I don't know how they did it, but that boy don't. Hey, he ain't no believable 17 to me. Now they're in the bed. She's giving him that milk of the poppy. You see the knife over here that Velaryon steal, and he's telling her it's up to you. Aegon's dream. She's saying, "Oh, Aegon, the dream." He said, "Yeah, it's up to you." So he's basically telling her, I don't know if he knows that this is Allison or not, or he was thinking it was Rhaenyra, but he's telling her that you need to be the one to bring the realm together. You remember the song, it's up to you. So he was telling it to Allison. So maybe when Allison apologized, saying, "Hey, once you take the kids home, come on back." Maybe she's starting to see things like, all right, man, I married into Targaryen. Once you marry into the family, that's more important than your family. Hightower, that's too long of a name. Give us Targaryen. How you spell that? I don't know. T-A-R Gary something, I guess. Yeah, but it's up to you, man, to fight against a common enemy. The king shed a tear, and the one eye that could close took his last breath, and we lost the king, y'all. A moment of silence for King Viserys Targaryen the second. He was so influential. He touched many a people, man. He left, I can honestly say he left King's Landing better than how he found it. One thing about King Viserys, from my personal and humble opinion, serving him had to be one of the best things I've ever had. It was a blessing to be around your grace every day, serving him wine, listening to the jokes that he had. Even though I knew I was never going to be in the royal family, he still treated me as one of his. Well, he did slap me one time. He slapped me one time because the drink wasn't cold. And I was trying to tell him, "Sir, what is this ice you speak of? We can't make ice here. We just can't do that." King Viserys was a good man, though. I tell you this. I tell you one thing about King Viserys. He was bold. He stepped outside. He stepped outside of the box. He looked at it. He said, "I don't want to be in the box. I want to step outside the box." And not only did he step outside the box, he closed the door and he locked it. He put wood over it. He nailed it up. It's done. He stepped outside the box and he appointed his daughter to become the queen. That's what he did. That's one thing King Viserys was. He was a trendsetter. Not to mention King Viserys, he was one of the most flyest individuals in the land. I give him that, man. Me and King used to always joke. Whenever he would come in there, he'd look at me, say, Mo. I say, sir, you know you fly. What you need, your grace? I get him that wine every day. That's what I did, man. And although we didn't have real conversation, him talking to me and, you know what I'm saying, giving me an extra gold coin, because, you know, I'm quick with that wine. Sometimes I be sipping on the wine. I ain't gonna lie to you, King. I used to take a sip of your wine. I say, ain't no way a king gonna get this good of a wine. I don't get to get a taste. So, but that was cool because one day he caught me sipping on some wine. I remember it too. He caught me sipping on some wine. He said, what are you doing? I said, I'm sorry, Your Grace. I promise you with my last breath, I would never disrespect you or anything you guys got going on. He said, Mo, chill. I don't mind if you take some. Matter of fact, hey, for every 10 bottles, put one to the side. Let Mo get it. He's been doing a hell of a job. And I said, thank you, King. Thank you kindly. And ever since then, I knew as long as I didn't cross King Viserys, I was going to be good. I was always being his grace. So being able to speak at this man's funeral, it's an honor. Not too many servants get to do this, but Mo, I'm a different type of breed. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'm thinking, how can I get in the Targaryen, you know what I'm saying, in the Targaryen bloodline? Because when me and King were talking, he was telling me he was going to set up one of his like nieces or something. There's somebody that's available around here to give me some Targaryen blood too, because I'm not officially Targaryen blood. I'm servant blood, but he told me, he didn't tell nobody else, but he told me. So who I need to talk to? Allison, Princess Rhaenyra. Which one of y'all taking over next? They promised me something. So let me Day, your brother told me I need to talk to you. Uh yeah, he said you was gonna set up. You got some money or something for me. No, I wouldn't lie. I wouldn't lie. The king said that, man. I promise. King ain't say nothing like that. I'm just trying to, I'm trying to get in where I fit in. Shit. The king said I can get some. Day fuck around and cut my head off, but Day know I'm cool, so he ain't gonna do nothing like that. Hey, shout out to the homie for that $2, brother. Said, Mo, I saw your old skits. Your channel grew. Yeah, man. I was just, you know what I'm saying, just messing around on here. And I said, man, skits, man, I'm a little bit too lazy for that right about now. So I said, let me talk about TV shows. I can do an all right job talking about a show. Yeah, here we are. But the king is gone, man. What do y'all think is gonna happen? Because this is episode 8, so I think it is 10 episodes. So that means if it is 10 episodes, next week's got to be a huge setup for a war to start in the finale. Like that's how we go into the finale. The dance of the dragon begins. Let me tell you something. We time jumped at least 16 years in this one season. We did 16, 20 years. I know we did 10 jump. We did a 5-year. I mean, then we just did this 6-year jump. Everybody's saying war begins, the throne is to be stolen. Tamika Dean said the war begins. Damn. Y'all know we don't. Hey, on Monday, I mean, I got a little bit of green, but on Monday we don't wear no green, red and black over here, Targaryen black. I'm still trying to get in there, man. I'm just serving Mo. That's all I am, serving Mo, man. Number one wine man in the land. Don't nobody pull that cup up faster than Mo do. Yeah, I'm so throwed. I never go over a penny to gasoline when I pour it. I'm pumping gas back when I was cheap, pumping that gas. I get straight to 20. I can stop. I ain't even gotta look at it. I can eyeball it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20. Boom. 20, 0, 0, 0. Yeah, that's how nice I am. So imagine how I am on the damn cup. Oh, he got the drink. Okay. Here you go, sir. Gave you a double shot this time, sir. Don't even worry about it. I got you. So I couldn't be no bartender because I'm hooking you up. You couldn't, if I'm a bartender and I don't even know all them drinks people be getting made, they be naming off stuff. I'm like, what the hell is that? I gotta ask them, what you order? Oh, I got this in it. Yeah, who even thought of that drink? Me? Hey, tell me the ingredients you want in your drink, and I'm gonna hook it up. That's what I'm gonna do. Any drink you want, you come. If I become a bartender, if I ever become a bartender, y'all come to me. Any drink you want is always gonna be a double. We already market we already marking the prices up 300%. So I'm about to hook your ass up. We'll cover we'll cover the overhead. Don't worry about that. But the king died, and it looks like a war is about to begin. Black and red versus green. We are black and red over here. Who will be taking the side of the Hightowers in Old Town? Let me see in the chat. Is anybody a Hightower fan? Nah, see, y'all not getting a fifth. If I got a fifth of Poppy, y'all thinking 42 expensive in the club? Man, if I got a fifth of Poppy, bro, it's 500 a shot. I'm just gonna be real with you. Cause I'm in the back doing the stomping. You know what I'm saying? I'm in there with just my feet, just like how they used to do it. They stomp the grapes to make wine with their feet. That's what I'm doing with the Poppy. I'm in there. I'm getting it. The true definition of putting your foot in it. Damn, Eric said F the Hightowers. OT said F the Greens. Y'all already know, man. Y'all already know. I might get on camera and burn a green. I got a green scarf. I might go ahead and burn that thing. They done pissed me off. They done pissed me off. Damn Hightower trying to take over what we got. We built this from the ground up. Targaryen blood. Let me see something. You know it's time for us to do research. Well, that right there is the live recap of episode 8 of the Targaryen bloodline of House of the Dragon. The homie, thank you for that $2, brother. They should have Rock on Power 2 Ghost as an ode. I don't know, man. I don't think she's gonna make it out of that series, bro. I don't think she's gonna make it out of it. Not to be no 2022. Nah, she ain't gonna make that. Hey, it's Targaryen blood, man. Hey. T is for thunder, A is for available, R is for really neat, and G is for great. A means we have all the answers. R is riding dragons. YEN, that's Targaryen blood. We're doing everything we can to survive. We X'd out the Valerians, and now we ride or die. Yeah, okay, it's Targaryen blood in here, y'all. Targaryen blood. The fight between Day Day and Aemon is going to be epic. I want to see Day Day get his revenge. I want to see revenge on that boy Kristen. That's what I want. Christian, my bad. Kristen Cole. I want to see Day Day's revenge on that because I don't think that fight was even. That fight was not fair. Day Day had already been fighting everybody all day. He was tired, dehydrated, and then Sir Kristen gonna come in there acting like he the top dog. And yeah, Eric, you know you got to have a theme song. So that's one thing. Also, King Viserys said that Mo could come up with a theme song for the Targaryen bloodline. So there you go. Tears for Thunder. All right, here we go. Let's see what the House of the Dragon King Viserys episode 8 prophecy scene explained. All right, let's see what the king talking about. Now that Allison knows about the prophecy, how does that affect her scheming going forward? Damn, they did King bad. This is over on cnet.com. Episode 8, House of the Dragon, introduced another jump forward in time, 6 years. Now the king seems to be the Walking Dead. Princess and Day happily coupled, making babies. Allison, all right, we got that. All right, here we go. But the final scene was the big kicker. King Viserys unintentionally discussing the Targaryens' important family secret with the wrong person. Let's discuss what that could mean going forward in the spoiler pack section below. Well, I haven't watched it. Y'all know I don't watch the trailer for this. I like to be surprised, but would y'all want me to break down the trailers? Because as far as House of the Dragon, all I do is just live recap. That's the only thing I do on the show. Would y'all want me to break down trailers? I know it's only 2 left, but to me personally, I just never wanted to watch the trailers. I wanted to be on the edge whenever whenever we watch this. OT said yes. Hey, if OT said yeah, then that's what we going with, man. As long as y'all gonna watch it, I'll make them. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's what it's all about. If I put out some stuff and I see people aren't watching, then I just leave it alone. But I'll definitely do it. I don't know. It's just I get so caught up on Power on Sundays, man. Like that's what I don't know, man. My channel does good with Power, so I like putting out Power videos. But I'll put out some House of the Dragon, maybe predictions and stuff. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. What exactly is the prophecy? All the way back in episode 1, King passes on to his daughter, Princess Rhaenyra, a family secret, a doomsday prophecy telling the end of men. Let's break down what Viserys says. Our histories tell us that Aegon looked across the black water from Dragonstone and saw a rich land ripe for the capture. But ambition alone is not what drove him to the conquest. It was a dream, and just as Daenerys foresaw the end of Valeria, Aegon foresaw the end of the world of men. Now, Alicent has a son named Aegon, and now Princess Rhaenyra has a son named Aegon. But they're referring to the original Aegon the Conqueror. And that's why people bring up what's his name, Jon Snow. They say he's like the son or the grandson of Aegon, but that's not one of these Aegons. There's many Aegons going like Aegon the 5th, the 6th, but it just depends on where the bloodline goes. But you got that Targaryen in you, you can have that name. But anyway, Aegon refers to Aegon the Conqueror, the first lord of the 7 kingdoms of Westeros. He was the founder of the Targaryens' ruling dynasty over Westeros, but as his prophecy reveals, he also wanted to unify the land against a common enemy. And that's what Princess was reminding the dad. Hey, we need to unify the land to fight against this common enemy. And right now it's looking like this common enemy is the Hightowers. So we bring the Velaryons, which they're doing. They got the Velaryon bloodline marrying in the Targaryens. Even though it's strong, it still got Targaryen on the other hand to go against this common enemy. His prophecy isn't to be dismissed because before him, a Targaryen, Daenerys the Dreamer, had a correct dream about Valeria's destruction due to a fire. 12 years later, Valeria, the capital of Velaryon, Freehold, a large civilization in Essos, ruled by dragon riders, was indeed destroyed by unexplained catalysm. So it was ruined by some dragon riders, which are Targaryens. Oh man, they getting too see. See, listen. Now this is where they start getting a little too deep for me. Pause. Like, I don't know what none of this is, but they about to go on right now. What I'm about to read to y'all, let me tell you something. I'm gonna try to break it down as best as possible, but I didn't read the book enough to know what they talking about right here. So I'm gonna try to piece this together. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. If I'm not, hey, it is what it is. I'm trying, people. Work with me. Work with me. I'm trying to get that Targaryen blood, so I need to know the stories. 'Tis to begin with a terrible winter, gusting out of the distant north. Aegon saw absolute darkness riding on those winds, and whatever dwells within the destroy will destroy the world of the living. So it's supposed to be a darkness riding in on the wind. So it sounded like it might be a hurricane. A hurricane or some kind of tropical storm might be riding in. And whatever dwells within will destroy the world of the living. When the great winter comes, they always said winter was coming. I never understood that reference, but now we're starting to see they've been talking about the great winter. This winter is coming since way back when. This is even before King Viserys, so you know we talking way back. I'm talking about way back in the time. When this great winter comes, Rhaenyra, all of Westeros must stand against it. And if the world of men is to survive, a Targaryen must be seated on the Iron Throne. A king or queen, a king or queen. Listen to me, people. A king or queen. What is the next word? Strong. A king or a queen, strong. Aegon, he got two older brothers that are strong. A king or a queen strong enough to unite the realm against the cold and the dark. Aegon called his dream the Song of the Ice. Now they're talking about Princess Rhaenyra making things happen, but I'm digging a little bit deeper. I might be digging so deep that book ain't even wrote this up. Talking about, man, they got a connection with the strong family line, and they strong enough to get through this. We just heard Aemon make a whole toast talking about how strong them boys were. Even though neither one of them are Aegon, they Jace and Luke, right? But they still next in line. Look at me. I'm over here connecting the dots. I just made up a whole fictional story, and y'all listening like, damn, Mo, you might be right. Don't believe me or nothing that I'm talking about right now. I'm going to tell y'all when I'm bullshitting y'all, and I don't know what this means. I don't know if they talking about Aegon the baby, Aegon the kid of the king. We don't know what Aegon. But one thing we do know is Princess Rhaenyra, you got to bring the realms together. That's the Song of the Ice, people. We need someone that's gonna bring this thing together. Princess Rhaenyra, we need you to do it. AT&T said I wasn't believing you. Damn, man, I thought that was believable. I thought I was taking y'all. Y'all were like, damn, man, Mo, you should write a book. Damn. All right, I tried. But one thing about me, I'm gonna tell y'all if I'm bullshitting y'all or not. And I don't know what the hell I was talking about. All I know is there's a storm coming. Winter is coming. And then anything that's inside that winter storm, all of mankind is gone. That's just what they say. And everybody has to fight against it together, man. We can't be individuals, and that's why he was trying to bring the family together. As we see in Game of Thrones, this prophecy of a terrible winter comes true. An undead army of White Walkers threaten to bring long night over Westeros. It's the duty of every Targaryen, king or queen, to pass the secret prophecy on to their heir, so that one day all men can unite to fight the cold and dark. Then this picture clean as hell right here. That's the type of picture you get framed. If you one of these actors, they should get this framed. You got to put this in your house. It's nice. This secret has been passed from king to heir since Aegon's time. Now you must promise to carry it and protect it. The only thing is, Rhaenyra's protecting it. The king is the one that let it slip. TM Martin said Viserys looked like the White Walker on his deathbed. Yeah, he was looking bad, man. He was horrible. Alicent and Rhaenyra's friendship briefly appears to be on a mend. Because she did offer her to come back. She said, come back, me and your dad would like that. Because they all know, even though we got our differences, we know that King ain't gonna last too much longer. I told y'all he only had, what I tell y'all last week? He had about 700 to 1,000 steps left. He took his last steps this week. I told y'all, I was counting. I looked, I said, man, that man can't walk too much more. Y'all remember it. What does Rhaenyra ask Viserys in episode 8? Does it still got to deal with the damn storm? Oh, okay, dude. 20 years later, from the events of House of the Dragon episode. Oh, it's been 20 years. I knew it was about 15, 16. So 20 years later, from the events of House of the Dragon episode 1, a lot has happened. Rhaenyra has a brood of children and a new husband in Day, her uncle. She visits her father, Viserys, one night, knowing he's probably going to die soon, to clear up the meaning behind their mysterious family secret before it's too late. The Song of Ice and Fire, do you believe it to be true? Aegon's dream. You told me it was our duty to hold the realm united against one common foe. By naming me heir, you divided the realm. Viserys is all drugged up on a fifth of that poppy milk. My bad, milk of the poppy. I call it poppy milk. See, we got a little bit different formula where we make it, you know what I'm saying? It's straight poppy to the milk, you know what I'm saying? We mix it with a little bit of milk. You know, you got to step on a little bit. We don't get the pure, so we got to mix with the milk. So ours is called poppy milk. His, the pure stuff, is called milk of the poppy. But he never finishes answering Rhaenyra on whether he thinks Aegon's prophecy named the Song of Ice and Fire will come true. And Mozzie did call it. Mozzie did say that the king was gonna die next episode. I remember that. I said, man, I wanted him to last to at least the finale, but the way he was looking, I wouldn't even want him to suffer. I wouldn't even want the king to suffer like that. That was terrible. They knew damn well just keeping him on that poppy and milk was just keeping him alive, man. That was messed up. Yeah, TM. You remember when he came into the place, he was saying he didn't need any help. He didn't need any assistance going. He was going to take the throne on his own, but he let his brother help him. So at that point, he took more than 37 steps though. Who said that? Eric. He took way more than 37 because he walked from the bedroom there. It was about 37 steps just to get to the base of the throne and then to climb up those steps. Man, King may have been in negative steps, man. It was over with for him. He knew it was over with for him. He said, I'm done. What does the king tell Allison? He's old, man. You got to watch him 24/7 because this is what they're going to do, man. It's not intentional that he told the story of Aegon's prophecy, but he unintentionally gives his wife Allison his take on Aegon's prophecy. In a haze on his deathbed, Viserys begins apologizing. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. This is presumably an apology for forcing Rhaenyra, whom he thinks he's talking to, into taking on everything that comes with becoming the Targaryen heir, including bearing the family secret. But you wanted to know if I believe it to be true. Allison, of course, has no idea what Viserys is talking about. Viserys proceeds to inadvertently alert her to the idea of a prince that was promised, Aegon. Our son, asks Allison, referring to her and Viserys' firstborn prince Aegon, who was found to have R word, a young servant in episode 8. Episode 8. Viserys shakes his head. He's of course referring to Aegon the Conqueror, his dream, the Song of Ice, and fuck it. It is true. What he saw in the north, the prince that was promised. Allison still thinks Viserys is talking about their son Aegon, not Jon Snow, aka another Aegon Targaryen. So now they talking about way down the line. I think they're supposed to be doing a spinoff. Last I heard. Last I heard, they supposed to be doing some Jon Snow stuff. Now I ain't never watched no Game of Thrones, so hopefully I can just watch Jon Snow and say, man, I heard great grandfather Viserys, he spoke about this young man. We go see. The Prince Viserys continues to unite the realm against the cold and the dark. It is you. You are the one. You must do this. This Jon Snow? This tough guy supposed to be Jon Snow? They get this dude the business. Day get his boy the business. He better be glad he wasn't born back then with Day, man. Another casualty. Excuse me. What would Alicent do with the prophecy? From Alicent's perspective, it certainly sounds like Viserys is asking her, his wife, to ensure her firstborn, Prince Aegon, inherits the Iron Throne over the named heir, Princess Rhaenyra. It sounds like Viserys is telling Alicent she is the one to ensure that this happens, that the prince that was promised comes from her line. Y'all saying, I don't know, John. Can Jon Snow fly dragons? Before we continue on, can Jon Snow fly dragons? Is he Targaryen blood? He can fly a dragon? I need answers. I don't know who this Jon Snow guy is. Oh, he can fly. He can fly a dragon. He a Targaryen. Okay, okay, okay. Let me ask you this: what's the biggest war this Jon Snow got and won? Let me ask y'all that. What's the biggest thing? What's the biggest accomplishment Jon Snow has done? Tell me, because I seen Day single handedly take out the crab feeder. What's Jon Snow's biggest accomplishment? Matter of fact, we might need to look that up. Because right now y'all disrespecting Day. We not gonna do that in here. Jon Snow biggest accomplishment. Yeah, y'all talk. Y'all doing a lot of talk. Y'all putting a lot of chat in that thing, but y'all ain't giving me none. Y'all. I needed to explain to me. Y'all talking about he in between two big wars. OT talking about the song Ice and Fire. I don't want to hear that. What is he doing? What is he doing? Yeah, y'all. It sound good. It sound good. What is he doing? Day took on the crab feeder. Day one day. Think about it. They were getting their ass kicked. Day was bullshitting. But in one day, Day heard that his brother was about to send help. Day said, you know what? I'm gonna end this shit today by myself. Yeah, he could be the prince that was promised, but I promise you one thing. He ain't better than that boy Day. He ain't better than Day. Let me see. No, man, fuck that. Y'all not gonna. I just started liking not Game of Thrones. I just started liking House of the Dragon. Y'all trying to tell me Jon Snow better than Day. Look, I just started watching this kind of stuff, and let me tell you something. Day is the baddest man in the land. Nah, I'm not trying to hear that. Nah, Jon Snow, 10 grades. They better have something that is graphic and more detailed than the crab feeder. Let me see. Number 10. Jon helps capture a wife from treacherous lands. That sounds boring. Boo! Shit. Even Mo the servant can do this. Jon helps capture a wife from a treacherous land. Man, Day went to a treacherous land and whooped ass. Let's go to number 9. Jon puts an end to Main's radar suffering. Man, Day didn't put the dude last week that was over there in Dark Myth or Driftmark. He put him out his misery. He got rid of his suffering. Man, this ain't nothing. Jon makes an alliance with the free folk. Man, look at these fools. They ain't doing nothing. Yeah, get that out of here. Day, hey, Day's biggest accomplishment is still bigger than all of this. Let me see something, because it don't sound like he's doing it. Jon becomes the Lord Commander of the Night Watch. Jon, he does what? The Commander of the Night Watch. Day Ben did that. Day had his own group. Day had the gold cloaks. This ain't nothing. This is child's play. For y'all to even bring this guy up in the same breath of a Daemon Targaryen. I'm appalled. The commander of the Night Watch. Day was doing the same thing. Day was cracking skulls his first day on the Night Watch as the commander in the gold cloaks. Get out of here. This is 7th biggest accomplishment. This is a normal day for Day. Let's go to number 6. Jon is crowned the king in the north. Well, guess what? Day couldn't become the king because he just didn't have that part. He just missed out. He was the second son, but he became the king on his own. He was calling himself king. People respected him. He was so big and bad, they told Day, you come live with us and you can do whatever you want. That's how bad Day was. They didn't want no problem with Day. They wanted Day help. He became the king in the north. Hell, I might have been. That's number 6. Number 5, Jon leads the north against the North King. This is the North King right here. This fearsome guy. This guy right here. A Mortal Kombat character. This guy right here. The Night King. He only comes out at night. Well, this is all he does. Get out, man. Day fought a whole army by itself. You just fighting the Night King. Day went in there and came out with half a torso. You're getting close, Jon, but you ain't quite yet Day. Jon sends Ira, I don't know how to pronounce it. Arya, down the path to greatness. Man, down the path to greatness. That ain't doing nothing. The path to greatness. Hell, Day done sent people down a lot of paths. He sent those the dragon workers. He told them there go 3 eggs. Go put them in the pit. He led them to greatness. Jon saves Ramsay Bolton from Sansa. What's special about that? Who is Sansa? Who is Ramsay Bolton? Who are these people? We don't know these people. Jon chooses duty over love. Day chooses duty over family. Day chooses duty over his kids. Day's wife died. Day dipped out, got married, and left the kids with the grandparents. Don't talk to me about doing something over love. And they got this at number 2. Day, every single chick he was in love with was temporarily, and he chose working and going out to go to a fucking battle every single day. They got this as number 2, the biggest accomplishment for Jon Snow. This was an everyday occurrence. You ain't seen one chick that Day was faithful and loyal to. This is every day for Day. They talking about this is the number 2 greatest accomplishment of Jon Snow. Get the hell out of here. Day would have a field day. If Day was born in their era, you always know how they talk about in basketball. Oh, man, Jordan era. Oh, LeBron era. The Tim Duncan and Kobe Bryant. Yeah. If Day was born with Jon Snow, man, you know how many women would have their heart broken? Day broke his niece's heart and then married his niece. Don't talk to me about doing something over love, because Day does this. This is just like breathing for Day. Day, we just found out Day's ex is still spying on him. Day so toxic, he got his ex spying on him. He the prince. Day got a chick sending people in looking after Day inside the castle. Wasn't nobody checking for Jon Snow. Wasn't nobody sitting outside Jon Snow's house trying to see what Jon Snow doing because he chose duty over love. No, because he ain't out here in the streets like that. Day is in the brothels. We know what Day gets up, gets drunk, goes to a tournament, come back drunk, knock something off in the goddamn brothel, come about that motherfucker, show up next day to the breakfast, telling the king what's happening. Then he leaves, come back, do whatever the hell. Day is the G, man. Ain't nobody messing with him. And I'm giving y'all the hard honest truth. Let's see what this number 1 is. This number 1, Jon only breaks his vows for the greater good. That's tight to y'all. That's tight to y'all right there. Jon only breaks his vows for the great. That's the number 1 accomplishment of this man. That's what y'all just told me. The Song of the Ice, the chosen one, Aegon, the conqueror, Aegon the 6th. He only breaks his vows for the greater good. Day breaks his vows for whatever the fuck he want to do, because Day is a badass motherfucker. Real Targaryens do what Targaryens do. They don't play by no rule book. We do what needs to be done to get things done. Jon Snow over here. I pledge to only serve. Day will wipe you. And the reason for that is because you're trying to follow the books. But that's the thing. You see what Day just did to Daemon came in there talking that trash. They didn't care. They cut his head off and told the security, like, man, I'll drop my weapon. I'm just gonna cut this nigga head off. He didn't say the N word. He fucked with black people. I said it on behalf of him. But come on now. Don't y'all be we team Day. But let's get back to this. Let's get back to this so we can figure out what's going on. Let's get back to this. Yeah, no. I don't know. No. Hey. Y'all my people, but hey, if we gonna rock one way, we gotta keep going. We gotta ride the boat that same way. If we gonna read this, y'all didn't write this. Y'all didn't write this, but we agreeing with this. So y'all ain't write this. We gotta agree with it. That's I never read either one of these articles. We just reading them and we just going. We just reading and we just discussing. That's all. We not saying we believe it. We not saying we don't. But I'm saying this list right here, Day, one day of Day's life sounds better than all 10 of these things. I didn't write it. I just read it to y'all and gave my opinion. And y'all listening to it like, yeah, you right, Mo. These 10 things that they got listed for John is trash. These 10, I didn't write this. I don't even know who Jon Snow is. I don't even know if he's the real Aegon. I don't even know this is the Aegon that's in the story. It could be his grandson. We don't even know. All right, here we go. Back to the story. Hey, don't get mad. I'm just reading, y'all. I'm trying to find out like y'all trying to find out. But right now, I'm finding out that some people out here capping. Don't tell nobody. All right. Here we go. Of course, this isn't the case. Viserys thought he was talking to Rhaenyra. This is clearly going to tear another big rift between Alicent and Rhaenyra, which is sad, given their friendship seemed to be on the mend thanks to the king's inspiring speech at the fancy reunion supper. Rhaenyra makes a toast to Alicent, thanking her. We know that. Rhaenyra will one day make a good queen, implying she's not going to fight Rhaenyra's claim. So that's good there. But here's some of the prophecy. Okay. But here's some of the prophecy. Alicent will likely change her mind and make a claim for the throne via her eldest son, Aegon. In episode 6, Alicent warns Aegon that one day he'll have to fight Rhaenyra for the throne. Now, we know Aegon doesn't really want to do anything like this. Now, Aemon, I don't see Aemon letting this slip. Aemon's going to do whatever he can to challenge it. And I know Mozzie mentioned that Aemon, I think it's Aemon and Day they're gonna be fighting because I can see Aemon challenging for the throne. Aegon, he ain't gonna want it. He'll support his brother, but he ain't gonna do no fighting. The thing is, Rhaenyra and Daemon also have a son named Aegon, their firstborn child, a baby introduced in episode 8. The two Aegons could potentially be pitted against one another, as episode 7 showed. Alicent is willing to become violent if it means protecting her children. And they got the little meme. So the civil war that resulted in all of these dragons being killed was caused by a misunderstanding because there's like 11 Aegons. Exactly. There's so many Aegons going on. Matter of fact, if I go look at my birth certificate, I think there's an A in one of my names. I think that A could be a symbol, you know what I'm saying? A symbol letting me know that you might be Aegon the Conqueror. I might be Aegon 39, y'all. Like when I'm really thinking about it now, my hair used to be straight. I think you see the grays coming back. So I think my hair is now. I may have been, I don't know. I may have been part Targaryen, maybe some point down the line, mixed up with the Velaryon. You know what I'm saying? Because my grays are coming. Y'all see it in the beard. You know what I'm saying? I might be Targaryen. I don't know. I might need to check that out. Mogon. That's what they're gonna call me. Mogon. Mogon the Conqueror. How is the cat's paw dagger connected? In episode 1, you might have noticed Viserys is touching a dagger he carries on his belt. He tells Rhaenyra about the prophecy. This dagger again appears in episode 8. on a deathbed, he talks about the prophecy once more. Viserys explains the origins of the dagger in episode 4. He tells Princess that the dagger once belonged to Aegon the Conqueror. It was Aenor's before that. And before that, well, it's difficult to know. Everything's connected. Aenar Targaryen was Daemon's, the Dreamer's father, who she see now. It's too many names for me. Whom she convinced to move away from the Velaryon freehold after having a corrupt dream about the doom of Velaryon. Somewhere along the way, this dagger landed in an equally prophetic Aegon's hand. The dagger is made of Valyrian steel, crucially, one of the few known substances that can kill White Walkers, which you all said White Walkers come, and you said that King looked like a White Walker. So we need Valyrian steel to kill the White Walkers. Well, guess what? The Targaryens just bum rushed the whole Valyrian family, and we have access to the Valyrian steel now. Aegon's wish to prevent the end of men came true. In the Game of Thrones, the dagger was the first used in the assassination attempt of Bran Stark. An assassin is known as a catspaw. In the final season, I don't know, kills the Night King using Aegon's dagger, preventing the undead from erasing the world. As Bran explains in season 7 of the Night King's motivation. It's a lot of stuff here, people. Who's the prince that was promised? Golly. It is so many people here, and we don't even know what happened. This is supposed to be 200 years before Game of Thrones. We don't even know what happened in the 100 years in between. Not unless this carries out for a couple, I don't know. I don't even know how they gonna do it. And then we jump to Jon Snow, was a spinoff of Game of Thrones. Damn, it's gonna be a lot, man. I might have to watch Jon Snow. If he's as good as y'all say he is, then we'll watch it. But if I watch it and I'm disappointed in that first episode, then I told you. All right, here we go. Who's the prince that was promised? In episode 4, House of the Dragon, Viserys says that before Aegon's death, the last of the Valyrian primacers hid his song in the steel. Rhaenyra reads it and is visible on the blade as heated in fire. From my blood come the prince that was promised, and his will to be the song of ice and fire. As we discover in Game of Thrones, the prince that was promised is Jon Snow, aka another Aegon Targaryen. Jon's true name and royal lineage, his parents, Lena Stark, Kanan Stark's great grandma, and Rhaegar Targaryen, are hidden to protect him from those seeking to annihilate all Targaryens. Jon helps fulfill Aegon the Conqueror's dream by making an alliance with Daenerys Targaryen against the White Walkers, becoming a dragon rider. Jon helps defeat the Night King in the Battle of Winterfell. The White Walkers become extinct for good. So what are the White Walkers, like zombies? Oh, these things? This is who he was going to win, man. Fucking Sub-Zero. Could these dudes do anything? Do they have like any powers? Or are they just regular people just made out of ice? What is a White Walker? And these dudes don't look like no competition. The White Walkers are an ancient race of formerly human ice creatures who came from the far north of Westeros. After remaining hidden for thousands of years, they returned and were sighted by several sworn brothers of the Night Watch and countless wildlings. However, Most who live south of the wall believe them to be nothing more than creatures of legend. See, I'm not about to read. I'm not gonna go in all this detail here, y'all. This, because then we're gonna be trying to figure out all kinds of stuff. How they come back? What made them do this? No, we're not doing that. Not here, not now. Not here, not now. We won't do that here because I'll be on here for 3-4 hours trying to figure things out and make myself understand. We're not doing that. Oh, so that was it? Okay, so Jon Snow defeated the White Walkers. Let me see. White Walkers. Boy, it's some terrible people. You got to fight against the crab feeders. You got to fight against the White Walkers. Man, damn. Let me see. All right, here we go. The TV show revealed the face at the end of the episode. It seems like the crab feeder has been physically affected because of his long journey on the unforgiven sea in the books. Kraga's appearance was quite normal, but on the TV show, it's taken a different approach. With rotten skin and a menacing face, the creators want to establish Crab Feeder and his army as the equivalent to the White Walkers and the Night King from Game of Thrones. So wait, someone answer this for me. Is the Night King with the White Walkers? Or is the Night King his own thing and the White Walkers are their own things? White Walkers. Man, but Night. The Night King, man. He ruled the White Walkers. Oh, okay. So did Jon Snow beat them? Who beat? Whoa, 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 whoa. How did Jon Snow? How did Jon Snow beat the Night Walker or the Night King? The Night Walker. The Night Walker is something else. The Night Walkers would Detective Malcolm Howard be after. While at the Citadel, he uncovered some information about the Velaryon steel dagger that I don't know, we just gonna call it Ara, used to strike the final blow against the Night King. Wait a minute. Who essentially the god of death. Okay. So y'all told me Jon Snow was a bad mother. Jon Snow, according to Eric and according to here, this Ari girl, Jon Snow's baby sister, killed the Night King with Aegon's dagger. Day Daemon Targaryen killed the crab feeder with his knife. Day did it himself. Day went against the whole crab feeder army by himself. Day went in the cave and killed him. You can't tell me Jon Snow is better than Day when his sister killed the Night King. Ain't no way you can compare him to Day. Are you? Well, are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? Day killed the crab feeder. Jon Snow's sister put in that work. Don't compare Jon Snow to Day. His sister could be compared to Day, but he can't. He ain't putting in no work like that. I just wanted to make sure that I was reading everything correctly and y'all were giving me the right information because y'all told me the Night King was a bad mofo. He was in charge of the White Walkers, and y'all said Jon Snow can't be competed with. But Jon Snow ain't put in no work. Jon Snow ain't gonna put that motherfucking dagger in. He ain't put that night work in. No, he didn't. Jon Snow knocked him off the dragon. He ain't kill him. He ain't kill him. I fell off a bike before. Sir Kristen Cole knocked Day off a horse, but he ain't kill him. He ain't kill him. Yeah. Jon Snow needed help. Day went in there one-on-one, mano-y-mano, you versus me. Let's put the guns down. Come on. Push your goddamn button. Fight me like a man. Fight me like a man. He went up in there by himself. Knife. All he had was his knife, his balls, and his words. Day went in there. They tried to send a fleet. They were out there losing the war. Day woke up one day, said, oh, I'm tired of flying my dragon. I'm about to go ahead and end this shit. Day went down there by himself, waved a white flag. They're like, what the hell's happening? They got close enough. Day took that blade out. Wow. We watched it. We watched it. Jon Snow's sister. Y'all believe? Wait. Y'all didn't write this. Y'all didn't write. Let me put it on the screen for y'all. Y'all didn't write this. Y'all didn't write this. I didn't write this. And it says Jon Snow's clumsy attack. Wait a minute. I didn't see this. Jon Snow's clumsy attack prompted the well-manicured Night King. Clumsy attack. Y'all told me he knocked up. He didn't intentionally knock him off the dragon. It was clumsy. He accidentally. You know, when you get caught cheating, I accidentally slipped and fell in that. That's what he did. He didn't intentionally get the Night King up off that dragon. Uh-oh. We are starting to expose this Jon Snow as Jon Foe. Jon Snow has been living a lie. Jon Snow ain't Aegon the Conqueror. Day is the real Aegon the Conqueror. Day went to war. Day put his life on the line. Day put the dragon down and said, fight me as a man. Day went in there and saved the whole Velaryon race because they had the biggest ships. They had the biggest navy. That's what they've been telling us this whole time. They said the Velaryons, they got the most money in the world. They said the Velaryons, they can't be stopped. You even heard Daemon say, for all eternity, the Targaryens, y'all ruled the air, we ruled the sea. They were getting their ass whooped. They were getting their ass whooped by a pirate named the Crab Feeder, who we just read is equivalent to the Night King and some ice creatures, some White Walkers. But guess what? Day didn't have help to go do what he did. Day heard that help was coming from his brother. He said, I'll handle this on my own. Jon Snow said, I need help from my sister because my clumsy ass can't get nothing done. Oops, accidentally knocked him off the dragon. Then his sister went and did it. Guess what? Day ain't have no Aegon the Conqueror blade. He didn't have none of that. He had generic shit. He went in there and made it happen. You can't tell me when you think about it now, you like, damn, Mo, you right. You were right about that. Jon Snow needed his sister to save the day. Yeah. So right now, what y'all telling me is, this is a whole scenario right here. This is what we doing. Y'all saying this is the 2013 finals. LeBron's the man, but Ray Allen hits the shot. Jon Snow was the man. His sister, Arya, hit the shot. Uh-oh. I didn't write the book. I didn't make this up. I'm just giving you all facts. You guys seen it. I'm just reading it here. You guys agreed that Day-Day's sister, Arya, are you the real Aegon? That's what we looking at. We looking at Jon Snow. Are you the real Aegon? Like, be real. Are you the real? Yeah, you ain't the real one. You a wannabe. You one of them fake imposters. We just taking what we read and what we seen. Now, if you really a Targaryen, then you wouldn't tarnish the legacy of Day. Am I right? Because Day is before this young man here, Jon Snow, Aegon the Conqueror, allegedly. So you're not gonna tarnish the story because we're watching the story in real time. I mean, the story in real time right now. I can go back and play it for y'all. If y'all want me to, I can go back. We got lives. We talked about it. I've seen a couple of y'all in here. I seen a couple of y'all in here. So I don't know. Right now, Jon Snow. I'm looking at Jon Snow. I might email HBO right now and tell, look, we don't want to see no Jon Snow. What Jon Snow gonna do? Every episode, you're gonna have to have his sister. You're gonna have to have his sister. We don't want to see Jon Snow. We want to see Arya. Baby, are you down, 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 down? That's what we want. We want to see Arya. We want to see the real killer. We want to see the real all hands on deck. We want to see that Velaryon steel in Arya's hand. We don't want it. Jon Snow. Really? John. Hey, Jonathan. Could you come here real quick? Uh, could you recount the events that happened with the Night King just so we can document it for history? Yeah, man, I was out there. I was fighting. I knocked the Night King off a dragon. What? Wait. You said you knocked. Wait. Let me let me just jot this down. Let me get some ink. You said what? You said you knocked him off the dragon? So what were you doing before you knocked him off the dragon? Well, I actually stumbled. Yeah, because that's what we're hearing. A couple of the people out there in the field with you, they said you stumbled and clumsy. That's what they're telling me. The report that came in said you made a clumsy mistake, and then your sister Arya, because she already gave us her, you know what I'm saying? She already gave us a statement, and it says that she actually killed the Night King. So for your history, I don't know how we're going to spin this. We're talking about getting you a spin-off show, but we might be giving it to Arya just for the simple fact that she actually killed the Night King. And your number one accomplishment we seen was you got honor. What? Yeah, Jon Snow. We're gonna have to go ahead and scrap this right now. We're actually looking at a spin-off of Day, the legend, the life of time. That's what we're gonna call it. The legend of Day. Better yet known, the life and times of Daemon Targaryen. We're gonna go ahead and do that spin-off because right now, Jon Snow, your history is um, let me tell you something. King Viserys didn't die on that bed for Aegon, the Conqueror's sister, to go and kill the Night King. He didn't die on the bed to say that a storm was coming to end all mankind and that Aegon the Conqueror was going to do it. He died for that storyline, not for Jon Snow, Aegon the Conqueror's sister, Arya, to do it. That is not the story that he told Princess Rhaenyra. That is not the story that he accidentally told Queen Alicent. That's not the story. He didn't. When they heard this story, they thought a man was going to do this. They thinking, okay, there's going to be an Aegon the Conqueror that's going to come out here and get rid of these White Walkers. And that's what all y'all were believing when y'all was watching Game of Thrones. Y'all like, damn, Jon Snow about to be a bad mofo. Only to find out that Arya, that's y'all saying her name is Arya. Are you the real killer of the Night King? Like, why we listen, baby? You attractive, are you? What we gonna do? We gonna make you a star. We gonna powder you up. We gonna get you right. We gonna put you in that limelight. Jon Snow getting all the fame right now. Jon Snow ain't did shit. He accidentally knocked him off the dragon, but you did the final blow. Jon Snow, you a fraud. I ain't even watched the show, and we figuring out right now, right here live. You heard it first. Mogon, the Conqueror, says that Jon Snow is a fraud. He getting a whole show off the back of what his sister did. From what we're reading, Jon Snow was getting a spinoff, but his sister put in the work. He accidentally knocked him off the dragon. His sister didn't accidentally do nothing. She intentionally killed this man to save all mankind. So all of mankind was saved by Arya. Are you our true ruler? Are you our true queen? Are you our true Aegon the Conqueror? Because right now, it don't look like Jon Snow is fulfilling them shoes. Now, we heard the prophecy long time ago. King Viserys told his daughter that Aegon the Conqueror is going to come because there's going to be a darkness coming, and on that wind, it's going to be all pure evil. They're going to come to end mankind. But Aegon the Conqueror, he's going to be the one to say today. Aegon the Conqueror, he's going to be the one to defeat this. We don't even know what it is. We can't even fathom what it is. Now, they said that these people were from 5,000 years ago, so they kind of knew who they were. They just didn't see him. Jon Snow, you fraud, bro. You're going to have to prove me wrong. Y'all can throw those tomatoes all you want. Y'all can throw them tomatoes all you want, because that's how I'm looking at Jon Snow right now. I'm glad y'all bringing them tomatoes in for me. I hope they ripe too. Bring them in bags. I got a book bag right here. Put them tomatoes in there. We launching them. Jon Snow premiere, two hand. I don't even know how to throw with my left hand. We throwing both of them. We throwing them tomatoes at Jon Snow. Right now, I'm looking at Jon Snow thinking, oh, I see what y'all doing. Let me see. Liverpool said 3 tomatoes. So on Rotten Tomatoes, y'all giving them 3 tomatoes out of 100? That's what y'all doing. Y'all giving them 3. Okay, let me see what the most is. Mozzie gave them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Mozzie gave them 7 tomatoes on a Rotten Tomato score of 100. Liverpool gave an average of 3. Tamika then threw in 5. Hey, y'all doing it, not me. I'm not throwing no tomatoes. Mogon eat tomatoes. You got to chop them up though. I don't want no sliced tomato. You got to have them diced. Y'all giving Jon Snow 3 tomatoes out of 100? All right, that's what y'all do. Y'all not. I'm not doing it. Y'all did it. Y'all threw the tomatoes at Jon Snow. I didn't do that. Oh, Mozzie said, okay, my bad. Y'all not throwing tomatoes. Y'all giving the tomato to me. Cool. So just like I rate, when I hop on here, let me go back. When I hop on here, what's the first thing we do when we get on the live? Y'all know when y'all get on Mogon the Conqueror's live, what we do? We rate the episode. So y'all giving me the tomatoes to rate. All right, cool. So even if I add up all those tomatoes, it's only about 20 tomatoes. So we saying on the average, Jon Snow is a 20 out of 100. Bet. Got it. Now I'm gonna check out the Jon Snow story, man. We're gonna see. Hopefully, if the production is like this, I'm pretty sure I'll enjoy it. So I'm just giving Jon Snow. Right now, I'm rocking with Day Day, man. I'm Day Day Targaryen, man. He is I and I am him. Chigga, that chigga. It ain't slander. It's the facts. It's the facts. John's like right now on some real stuff. This is how people get in trouble in the streets. This is how people get in trouble in the streets because of what y'all doing. Y'all hyping Jon Snow up, making it seem like he caught that body. He ain't catch that body. His sister did, and he over here getting a spin off the cloud of his sister. That wasn't just one war that he won. He won that war on his own. I can't believe y'all turned on me like that. Y'all turned on me like that. I thought we were family. And y'all turned on me. Y'all chose Jon Snow over Day Day. And the crazy thing is, Jon Snow was a prophecy. That means all these stories they've been telling, they're lies. Jon Snow didn't beat the Night King. His sister did. His sister did. Not Aegon the Conqueror. Aegana. Aegana beat the Night King. Hey, well, Jon Snow. Hey, listen, let me tell you something. Jon Snow, because what was that? Episode 4? Episode 3, 4? Day Day's done a lot. Day Day has done a lot. So Jon Snow's gonna have, I think from a production and like a writing standpoint, I believe that Jon Snow is probably gonna do a lot better. But then again, they could let you down with that. Just because it's a fan picked favorite. Everybody, oh, get us a Jon Snow spinoff. And I didn't even know who he was, but they talking about it. See, with House of the Dragon, there was expectations because of what Game of the Thrones was. But with Jon Snow, they wanted to be a continuation and it has to be better than what, because I heard all y'all were complaining about the last couple seasons of Game of Thrones. So Jon Snow spinoff is going to have to be the Battle of Winterfell. It's going to have to be a bad thing. Yeah. Nikki said, but sometimes prophecies aren't fully true. That's what J. Cole told y'all. Y'all believing in these fake prophecies. Yeah, well, he done told his lady the story. Oh, not properties. Crab feeder. Y'all not fooling me with this Jon Snow. Y'all, hey, so is Jon Snow all in Game of Thrones? Like, he's the whole thing. He's the whole. Is he a king? What is he? Well, I mean, I know he became the king of the North. So he was up in Toronto. Toronto. Well, we gonna see, man. When they come out with a spinoff, whatever they gonna do with that, we gonna see if he really, you know what I'm saying? If he the GOAT like y'all say he is. We go check the gentleman out. But that was the recap for episode 8. Targaryens, we up. We trying to bounce back right now. We waiting on the dance of the dragon to get to kicking. We're gonna see how that plays out. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Thank y'all for rocking with me and helping me out through this. Like, no disrespect to Jon Snow. I don't even know nothing about no Jon Snow. I'm just saying Day Day's accomplishments in these 20 years is better than what I read. Day Day actually killed somebody. You know what I'm saying? Jon Snow is living off his sister coattails. Day Day would never go out like that. But hey, you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is. Targaryens. Y'all know it. T is for thunder. A is for always on time. R is for really neat. And G is for getting it. A is always whooping ass. R is for we really out here riding dragons. Y is for y'all better be prepared. E is we got enough energy for all of y'all. And M, nah, we ain't gonna stop. We Targaryens for life. This is episode 8 of House of the Dragon. I'm Moon J. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. If you're new, thank you for rocking out with me. I will be breaking down the trailers for episode 9 since y'all like that. I might do some breakdowns of the episode also, but that's what these lives are for. Support the channel. Cash App is at the bottom of the screen. Y'all have a good evening. Hey, real quick. Did anyone find out about McGraw Ave? Did anyone, is it on Tubi? McGraw Ave, McGraw Ave. I don't know where I can watch McGraw Ave at. I don't, wait. No, they ain't got season 2 on here yet. It might be on Amazon. I'll check Amazon. But if not, we'll just have us a free day tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern for the midday mode. I got a few things I want to talk about. And then we'll have some free time because I ain't really got that much. But wherever y'all can find season 2 at, let me know. Cause I it's not on Tubi. So I'm check Amazon when I get off of here. And if so, I'll probably do the McGraw shows in the evening. So probably like Tuesday and Thursday night, we'll do McGraw. So you be at the house, you can actually chill. Because it look like it's about to get crazy in this season too. But I'll find out more about that. I might bring it up in the midday if we don't have it. But make sure you tune in, hit the subscribe button, hit that like button. Thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I missed the damn football game. Let me see what's the score. Or is it over with? Damn, Chiefs in one. Sorry ass Raiders. I bet they acting a fool at home on some dumb shit. All right, man. Y'all have a good evening. I'll find out tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern, midday Mo. Listen to the King's tunes, man. Just have a good day tomorrow, y'all. Jon Snow.